Oh, I got thumbtacks on them.
Dude, Kevin's getting his background set up. We're getting ready. We're gonna put up all our posters tomorrow, pretty much, when we get there. Or try to.
Nice.
We do not have time to put up posters tomorrow.
No, I'm kidding. We have to fucking like clean the house still and do all a bunch of shit.
Because you guys are moving in a couple days.
No, we're moving tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
Oh, we got pushed up a day.
No, we
I thought you said the
supposed to move
11th.
today.
Oh, right. Well, I thought you said the 11th. But
Yeah,
I guess.
we said the 11th. That's like the end of lease day. But today is we had to go all be there to sign the lease electronically, even though we didn't actually have to be there. Cause they're like, oh, you gotta sign it electronically. I'm just like, okay. And we all kind of like waited to go there, but she's like, oh, you didn't sign it already? And we're like, you told us we had to be here to sign it electronically.
Yeah,
Like,
wow.
you told
And
us
then
to
it took
be
us like
here.
straight up 2 hours
Yeah.
to fucking sign that shit.
So that way we can.
Yeah.
Jeez.
But it's like,
I always take so fucking long.
it's not. It's actually like not a bad place. It looks pretty nice.
You guys got to see the apartment?
Yeah. Yeah, we got
Dope.
into it. We moved some stuff already over
Yeah,
there.
it's like pretty much the same as the one you just moved into.
Oh, nice. A little 2-2 with like the place in
Yeah.
between.
Yeah,
Nice.
basically like the same community and everything. It looks like the same kind of way.
Jesus.
Yeah, a lot of the. Oh my God, Joe.
No, it's not Joe.
Oh, it's Becca. Oh.
Stop it.
Sorry, I always assume when I see a lot of shit on the screen that Joe's up to some shenanigans.
Oh,
It's me
that's
this
so
time.
mean.
Alright,
my
is Alka
It's
playing?
the-
Oh, Nick just.
Alka's not playing, but I think Gray is
dead.
playing.
I mean, not Alka.
Gray is playing.
Gray's playing?
I think.
That's what he said.
Okay. So,
The whole screen's
Why
gone
is it
black.
like lit?
yeah, it's gone black.
Oh,
for
my
me
screen's
also.
black too.
Can you stop,
You're
I mean,
breaking-
please? Let go.
Just break the game.
Stop.
Oh man.
I wish I had DM privileges to kick back out of the game.
Don't stop.
that's
Be
so
free spirit.
mean.
Okay, yeah, I see like a very little bit of sliver of water on that one side.
Yeah, it's.
I got
it's
one
kinda-
on the very
it just
bottom.
broke. Let's try reloading it.
Oh, did it actually break? Rip.
It broke, yeah.
Oh,
This is the cove.
let's not look at that map ever again.
Oh, it's like.
Good memories.
I'm reloading my page.
Okay. Yeah, it looks a little fucking. Oh, it's back.
There we go.
Okay, we're good.
Yes.
So now we know if you do like 6,000 meters of distances, it'll break the page.
Yeah, don't break the page, babe. Please.
Hello?
Yes, you broke it.
Oh,
Hello.
Hello?
Break the.
Hello.
Oh.
Hello?
Hello.
Alright.
Nick just got a new weapon. It's a meat cleaver. Picked it up from Jonesy.
That's nice.
Oh yeah, now it's green.
Yeah, that shit's
What
green
did you
as fuck.
do, Becca?
Green!
It's way
Green?
too green. Okay. I think everything is
Text
good to
screen real
go.
quick.
Just everyone spam Gray right now.
No. Yeah, true. Ping. Mass ping, boys. Hit him.
With that ping. Boom.
Oh no. Okay. Oops, he's not Alka anymore.
He's somebody else.
It's because his fucking, his Discord name is still
Alka, yeah.
R.I.P.
I
Too
don't know what his
soon.
new name is. I'm gonna
Yeah,
remove
I haven't
the
even heard any. I haven't even heard any. He hasn't even told me what new character he's rolling. So
Really
I'd be
hope he's
surprised
playing
if
some sort
all
of
of us-
magic user.
knowing Gray, he's probably gone back to a necromancer.
Dude, hell yeah, that's what's up. Though.
Necromancers heal it all?
Only dead things.
A little bit, but I got some good news.
You get.
Satora got to do some spell swapping because she's a ranger.
Got more
Nice.
healing spells? 'Cause that's all we're
you
here.
better
This is
fucking
here.
believe it.
We need
Thank
someone to have
God,
fucking
'cause we
healing
don't have a
spells.
cleric right now.
Yeah, but my healing spell, I have some interesting ones. I was able to get some cool stuff yesterday.
Yeah, I
Wait,
mean-
where the fuck do we live? So here's Fletcher, here's Fowler.
Wait, Nick, you're exposing us on stream. You're
That's
doxing us.
Dude, wait,
Tell me
literally?
your
We're gonna get
address,
the Anthrax
bank
package.
account.
I'm looking up sushi places near the new place.
Oh, yeah.
Ichiban is right down the street. We got like 4 others too. We're good.
Yeah, I'm
Oh, what's
pretty.
your-
Yeah,
Dude, we're
did you guys live
set.
in Tampa?
Yeah, we're in Northside Tampa.
Oh,
No,
dope.
we're
Are
not
you
there
guys in the
today,
Seminole
we'll be
Heights
there
area?
tomorrow. we're on Fletcher and.
Yeah, we're literally like across the street from USF north side.
Oh, you guys are by the mall, the university mall.
I guess so.
I guess so. We're like right by Azure Estates.
Okay.
We're new
Yeah,
to Tampa.
I know where you guys are.
Oh, nice, awesome.
Water Oaks is across the street.
I'm like
know
I'm
where
like
you
maybe
live.
8 minutes away from you guys, maybe
Dude,
10
hell
tops.
yeah. Kalen's like
Yeah.
30 minutes.
All
maybe.
your friends are leaving, Kalen.
No, Kalen's. We're actually closer to Kalen
No,
now.
they're moving closer. They live like an hour and a half south right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were down in
Oh.
Sarasota.
If anything, they're coming closer.
Agreed. Agreed.
Oh my
grin,
god.
grin. leave it to Joe.
There we go.
Somebody was copy pasting.
Green.
I'm just gonna give him a call real quick.
Green.
Brandon, grandson.
All right, yeah. So I got some cool stuff. My I don't know if I
Feel
want to
like
reveal my new
people
stuff
like-
though.
Literally this entire
Give me-
time, I thought that I only had one maneuver.
Oh, yeah.
But I could have had 3. So.
Becca insect brained it.
And now I can
Aw.
attack twice on every turn because of level.
You're a fighter, and fighters do that.
Yep.
And they're badass.
Now she's gonna be even more badass, hopefully. But
I
yeah,
expect
I
more.
have the ability to help you actually be a lot more sneaky.
Man, I got that +10, so it'll help.
Dude, this will give you another +10 actually.
Oh, you pass with that trace?
Yeah.
Fuck yes, thank you.
I got Pass
so
Without
much.
Trace, and I also got well, Caitlin doesn't have his headset on. I got Cure Wounds, and I also got Find Traps. Caitlin's
Yeah,
no cookery today.
there's
No cookery.
the Pass Without a Trace. There's a podcast I'm listening to right now, and there's a rogue on there who, when they were high enough levels, he would get like 45 for stealth.
Oh, that's
like
what
this-
I want.
It just like disappear from the ether and just like never exist.
Wait, I have to look at my stealth. Oh, I have a +4 to stealth already. So I'm gonna get a +14 to stealth with that fucking skill every time.
Yeah, +20, man.
Ooh.
Like honestly, my passive plus your thing, no one sees me. I don't need to roll really. Unless like we're facing a red dragon, and then maybe I need to roll. I need to roll higher than a 5.
Yeah, they have like a passive perception of like 25 though.
Uh,
20.
mhm.
Well,
So
Most well.
Gray didn't make a new character.
He didn't, or he
Okay.
did.
No, he's not playing this week.
Oh,
He
okay.
says he'll play next. He says he'll play next week, and he'll work with me next week to make a character while during the week.
So we have no Dimitri.
And also, yeah, Zach was saying that his parents are in town this week, so
Yeah.
he's not playing, but he'll be in town. He'll be back next week.
Okay.
So next week we'll have full party.
Sweet. Yeah, I think
Dude.
Sergio is pretty much like not gonna really jump into our party because I think he's trying to get D&D set up amongst his friend group down in Miami.
Right.
Yeah, that's why he like came in that one day to like see how it was kind of conducted, and then he was like getting ready. He had
Oh.
already bought like the starter edition and all that.
Gotcha.
And then I was
okay.
like, "Oh, you want to play?" And he's like, "Oh, wow, yeah, I didn't even know you guys played."
you'll leech off another group.
So
I have imparted my wisdom.
you have he understood basically how role playing works and all that stuff now. So we'll see. what comes
Honestly,
back.
D&D is just so much better when you roleplay. So just get that immersion.
I want all new voices tonight.
New voice.
New voice?
New voices.
Wow.
Appo's gonna play really scratchy tonight. Who wants to play a goblin?
Everyone has to use their goblin voice.
Jesus.
Oh,
We all
Joe.
got turned into goblins. Like temporarily by a trap spell.
The two people who actually watch the stream would stop.
Yes.
We can have a Western episode. Well, I think that
Yeah,
name.
motherfucker.
Oh.
Well, hell.
all
Howdy.
folks
Good.
watching the stream at home right now, keep on.
Keep on.
Just be careful you don't turn to a redneck.
Oh my god.
What's wrong with being a
It's hotter than a witch's bra in the summer. It's made out of brass while I'm just doing push-ups.
All right.
Oh my god.
hope
We have
so.
everyone, right?
Yeah, I think we're all
This
start.
is everybody.
Oh, see, it's
Who wants to do the recap?
we killed a bunch of shit. I think we're the same people from last night, though.
I know,
We-
but I like
we
doing
are.
it. You guys remember?
All right.
So it's AFK. I came back, healed some dude, killed some dude, and then everything was kind of done.
You missed a lot.
Killed Alec. Yeah.
Drips's shack is gone.
It's not gone. It's just partially damaged.
No,
from
it's gone.
A boat running into it.
No, Drips
We have
is
a we
dead.
have a
It's
ship
gone.
now.
Destroyed.
No,
And we have a ship, and we rescued a chef and some other dude from the
Yeah, you
boat.
rescued the
Joji.
previous captain, Yilson.
Roll and a
Yilson.
floating light.
Yilson.
The magic scroll of some sort. I don't know what it is though.
Okay, cool. So you guys are waking up from a long rest. You guys all have gone back to the keel hall to sleep, and probably sometime you guys sleep for a long time. You guys had quite an event the previous day, and you wake up to the sound of like voices. And the sound of like carts, and you wake up and you open the windows of the keel hall and you see that the people are returning back to town. They set out early that morning and they arrive. It's probably about 10 a.m. at this point.
I walk downstairs and see if Jonesy's behind the bar.
He's not.
I have
yet.
taken every single bottle of alcohol in the town and put it on our new ship. And I tell everyone that the pirates took all their booze.
There's no
before they
booze, God damn it.
Okay, I need you to give me just a strength
looking for
check.
some booze as well.
Can I
a strength check?
back her up?
Yeah, whether or not you've been able to carry enough stuff in the night you've had.
Persuading the villagers. Can I back her up?
Okay.
Yeah, you can. Let's see what she rolls for strength first. See if she's actually able to do it all.
Got it.
You work
All the villagers are back.
through the night into the early hours of the morning, transferring all the booze onto the ship, and you suffer 1 point of exhaustion. You do
Oh
not
my
get a long
God.
rest. You do not get a long rest. You do not reset anything. You're still fucked up from the battle. You were like battle torn, and then you're like, I'm just gonna start humping booze. And then like you did that till the next morning. So everyone comes down refreshed, and you're just like deep bags under your eyes. And, like, you're super fucking tired.
Appo walks over and says, "Tabe, I think you have a problem."
She says, "Oh, I know I do." But it's worth
proud of
it
that.
with like dead serious eyes.
Shit.
Yeah, so everyone at this point is kind of filing back into town, and you see that Jonesy is kind of the caboose. Like he's leading the rear to make sure everyone gets back. And he walks up and he sees you all standing there, and he goes, "Well, it appears that the town is still in one piece."
More or less.
Mostly.
Well, I think only one building got destroyed, and it was, Drips's.
Press F for Drips.
Drips.
Yeah, at the mention of Gypsy, he kind of gets a little bit, forlorn. But then he's like, "Well, I suppose you all have our thanks. You saved our town. I know you lost someone, and we lost someone as well. But the rest of us are all still here."
You're welcome.
He goes, "As a gift from me to you, I'd like to give you all the booze I have in my establishment."
Thank you, Jonesy. That is
Man,
wonderful.
The
We will
pirates
take
took
you up
it,
on that.
buddy. No, man, the pirates took it already. Do you have any
Better
other
have
booze
some-
Well,
before?
didn't you kill all the pirates and their ships right there?
No, they took it before they killed us. I mean, tried to kill us.
Satora just glares at Jonesy, like, just like a think about it glare.
He gives Tave a wink, like he probably knows that she took it.
Don't you have any more hidden away?
He goes, "Oh, sounds like the pirates took it all."
Yep.
No,
You
they
take it
Pirates.
with you?
Yep.
right?
Nope.
I don't think
go
so.
check.
He goes, "I'll check on that in a little bit later. We're gonna make
Aw,
sure everyone
thanks,
gets
Cal.
back to their home." And you see he kind of leaves and goes back to the bar, and people begin returning to their houses and stuff. And I'd like everyone to give me a perception check.
That extra bonus? 16. Ohkee's exhausted.
Oh wait,
Yeah.
Oh my
Okay,
god.
fine.
wait.
What
Did
the
everybody
fuck?
pay attention to their upgrades? I forgot they got
Yeah,
another
I
upgrade.
have to like change my.
Mine's a 13.
I had a +6, so mine's actually a 15.
Okay. So Tave and Appo, you guys look over towards the east after this, and you do notice that someone is walking down the boardwalk over the swamps.
Can I pull my
Just
spyglass
alone?
out and look at it to see some details?
Just alone. Yep. You all right? Go ahead and give me a perception check with advantage as you pull out your spyglass.
Oh, natural 20. Let's go.
Yeah, you see it's Altarin.
Oh, out the name.
Whatever the commotion that has gone on yesterday seems to have attracted even him all the way from his tower. So he has made a beeline back to the town, and he has now just gotten there. You see that he's like sweaty and tired. Like it looks like he's walked through the night to get there to see whatever the fuss was all about. And he looks at you and he goes, "Good morning. Well, I came to see what all the trouble was about, but it seems like everything is okay now. What happened here?"
Oh, nothing
Pirates
much.
attacked the village.
Yeah, they had some reason to attack this village. I don't know why, but they did.
They're
And
just
we
assholes.
So the pirates are looking for a quick loot
Score, basically, yeah.
Score, yes, from an unprotected village. I am glad you were here to defend it. He goes, I heard the cannon fire and left my tower and came to give whatever aid I could have.
Damn, how far away is that shit?
It's a bit. It's a couple.
It's like
it's like probably 20 miles, I think.
He heard it 20 miles away.
He's a wizard.
Bro. Those are
He's a
some
magic
intense years.
Upon seeing Altarin, Satora runs over and goes, "Altarin!" and then like pulls out the lantern. As she says his name, the lantern just kind of floats in place.
You see his eyes kind of light up, and he goes, "Oh, that is wonderful! Whatever did you find such a thing? I'm so glad that you have taken a liking to the arcane."
And I say, I love it. I'm just gonna say, it was in the boat. It was strange.
Oh,
Not-
I see.
Not a place where you would expect arcane items to be.
Appo's gonna reach.
Perhaps the
into-
pirates have looted it and did not know exactly what it was.
Apparently not.
Appo's gonna reach into his bag and pull out the scroll and say, "Speaking of arcane, what is this?" He goes,
Oh, I see. The pirates really did not know what this was, and he goes, "May I?"
"Yes, you may.
And
Please identify this."
he grabs it, and you see him kind of work an incantation in the air, and he says a few words, and a little bit of an arcane pulse off of it. And he goes, "Oh, this is very potent magic. I would be careful with this. This allows you to fire a long arc of lightning in a particular direction."
Ooh, lightning scroll. I like this.
Yeah,
Just
it's a
one?
scroll.
I will-
It's a scroll of lightning bolt. Just one, but it allows you to cast lightning bolt.
Satora's
Apple
kind
says,
of
"Thank you."
bouncing the lantern like a balloon in her hand.
Yeah,
Appo
it's
take this.
boom, boom.
Appo takes the
He
scroll
goes,
back and put it back in the bag.
I also brought. I got the new shipment in from the Arcanon Collective, and I figured whoever is in town doing the fighting could use it. And he produces 4 healing potions.
I will take one.
Yeah, and he just holds them out.
Satora
Whoever
takes
wants
one.
to.
Just a little eat. Thank you.
Thank you. One. Is it just regular or what?
Just regular. Yep.
Okay.
He ain't made of gold now. You see, these are expensive. These are
2d4.
expensive enough. 2d4 plus 2.
2d4 plus 4.
Plus 4.
Or, yeah.
I think it's plus 2 or plus 4. I don't know.
The medicine.
Where
potion
are
is
your
1d4
little
plus
jars,
4.
man?
They're in my closet.
Oh.
Hold on, I can do it real quick. Two d4 plus 2.
I was gonna ask Altarim, says, have you heard any more instances of those air elemental thingies coming out of nowhere?
He goes, that is interesting that you bring that up. Actually, I was hoping to run into you guys again. Word has come back from the Arcanon Collective, and they wanted to learn more about these rifts, and I've been able to study the rift stones and the runes that you have produced for me, but you're the only ones that seem to have any experience in closing the rifts. Someone from the Arcanon Collective wants to speak to you more about these. I was hoping that you might be able to arrange a meeting with them.
Where is the Arcanon Collective?
I was hoping that you can arrange a ride for us.
He goes,
It seems our
he goes,
boat is a little bit.
He goes, well, the
tarnished.
Arcanon Collective is located in Ramul Al Bahar, but they do not expect you to travel that far. They will be happy to meet you in Marda in about 2 weeks, if that is okay.
Okay.
You mean 2 years for us?
Well, if you need more, if you think you need more time, you can request it now.
Can you give us less time?
I could get sure. It would take only a second.
2 weeks is fine. 2 weeks is fine. It's enough that
Satora kind of like
fine.
steps in. She says, "Make it 1.5." Trying to
I'll
haggle.
like push the door out of the way and just say, "Don't listen to her." 2 weeks is fine, Altair.
She pulls
11
out
days.
1 silver piece and she says, 1 week.
7 days. I can do that.
She's drunk. 11 days. Final offer.
11 days.
11 days. I turn to Satora and say, "Don't you fucking dare."
As Appo says that, Satora's like reaching in her pouch for a second silver piece already.
Because I do not need your money.
Satora still doesn't understand money in this concept. It's still kind of foreign.
Yeah, so essentially he just kind of describes that there's because he's not higher up in the guild, well, not the guild, but in the Arcanon Collective, he his like superior, who's like in charge of the research of the region, wants to meet with you guys and essentially talk more about the rifts that like and closing them, because you're the only ones who have ever actually closed one.
Ask him what his superior's name is and where does he plan to meet us in Marda.
And how proficient he is in the arcane.
Well, my superior is a she.
How
Okay.
proficient is she?
She will meet you in Marda, and she is much more powerful than I.
Perfect. I'm just gonna.
She is in control of the entire southern region of this whole territory.
She may know
That's
something
fantastic.
about my curse, my magical curse. Then.
In my little bauble too.
She definitely knows a lot about the arcane. She has studied for, I would say, hold on, let me make sure that I got this right.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see here.
Oh, it's at the top. I see it.
In Marda?
Yeah, it's at the
Okay.
top.
Oh.
You can sail right on up there.
Oh, it's not at the
So
top.
she said she's been studying magic for probably about 30 years.
Ah, she is much younger than me then.
Yes, she is a dragonborn, so she is about. She does not live as long as.
Tabe bursts out laughing and says, "Why the fuck are you so bad at magic then?"
Who? Altari?
No, at Satora.
Oh, Satora.
I haven't done anything magical. I'm looking for an answer.
Why haven't you learned magic then?
It says, my time in the city guard did not require us to learn magic. We were more about defending the city rather than mastering the arcane.
Can't you defend the city with magic though?
We can, but unfortunately everything in the Feywilds is magical. But a human like you wouldn't know that because you are inept. And Satora
Probably
backs up
not
and she says,
harder.
I'm sorry, magically inept.
Yeah, I don't need magic, bitch.
And I say, well, we do. It seems like everybody else in this country does.
I'm pretty sure.
Not me.
Appo's gonna, tell Altrim
hold on.
to. Okay.
Whatever you're gonna say, I'm just.
Oh, Appo's gonna say, Altrim, thanks for coming. Your help was greatly appreciated. And then Appo's gonna walk over to Captain Taro.
Altarin is also a human. He is human.
Yeah, so you just called him magically inept.
He goes.
He's not very good at magic either. He said he's a rookie.
That's not true.
He
It
goes.
is
My
actually.
studies have only been limited to about 5 years.
It's a rookie. Satora is 130 years old.
She hasn't studied magic though. The fuck?
But I am familiar with magic. You are not.
Are you saying that to Eladrin or to Tabe?
No, I'm saying it's Tabe.
Okay. So he just
Tabe
kinda-
and Satora are still having discourse back and forth, like right in front
Yeah,
of Altarin.
he stands there slightly awkwardly, not exactly knowing what to do, and he goes,
Tabe's
I walked
still
away at
drunk.
this point.
Yeah, Tabe's the one who's like provoking it. Satora doesn't know how to not answer into it.
So he goes. So I'll tell. Her name is Mira.
Mira.
Wow,
Awesome.
that was the name of my other character.
Myrrah.
Spelled differently.
YRR.
And don't worry about finding her. Just get to Magda, and she will find you.
Sounds good.
So 11 days,
Sure.
and you see him kind of like muttering to himself. Okay, done. She'll meet you in 11 days.
So wait, she's
Oh,
just
wait.
a friend or what?
She is my superior.
Appo like pulls out his map real quick.
And,
And
she's
says-
gonna help us find those rifts or whatever?
She wants to know about your experiences with them.
Oh, right.
Takes 10 days to get to Marta.
I hope you know how to get there.
Yeah. Can we
We
extend
got
this
a
a little
ship,
bit?
you guys. We can sail up there.
As you look over, the ship's
Yeah.
like still half in the water, like
Happy
sails
ship.
burnt off. The mast is charred and black. It's gonna take some time to repair your ship.
How long?
Well,
With
how
the
much
help
time?
of
How
the
much
city?
time and energy and
Thought
well,
about
it's
that
not-
too.
right? So the cost of materials is probably what's going to cost you the most.
Can we go chop down some wood and use that for
Wait.
materials?
The town can thank
Those are
us
the
for
things.
saving them by repairing our ship.
Yeah, it's a dock. It's a dock town. They should know how to fix ships.
You were informed when you first got there that this is pretty much just trading. All the dock repairs and ship repairs typically happens in Port Justino, which is to the north. They're the ones who have the dry dock to pull the ships out of the water to fully fix hulls and all that stuff. I mean, you guys could probably get a patch job done, but to get your ship back to pristine condition, you're gonna require a dry dock.
How long would the
So-
patch job take?
The patch job you could probably get done in a couple of days. The big trick is you don't have sails. You burn them.
Fuck.
So you're gonna
We
have
can get
that's
those.
that's gonna be the hardest thing to
If
probably
this is a
find.
trading town, they should have sales for trade here, right?
This is not a trading town. This is more of an
Fishing
export
town. Yeah.
This is a fishing town, but they export vegetables from the farmlands. So they pretty much just export vegetables out, and then whatever they just need to normally survive, they come back in. I mean, they could probably order you sales, but it
Is
would
there
probably
anything
take you.
stored on the merchant ship?
No, that was all offloaded when Weldon loaned it to you. He was like, "I'm going to loan you a ship with the possibility of the ship maybe going down.
Why don't we
I'm not
just
going to
take
leave
the
all my
ship?
shit on it too."
We'll
The
just
sails!
no, we'll not steal them. We'll just take the merchant.
Borrow them.
The merchant ship.
No, that thing's a piece of shit.
We just needed to get there.
I mean, okay, so...
As
but
collateral, we'll leave him the
I want
ship.
this pirate ship. No, fuck that. I want this pirate ship.
You're free to fix it for the next 2 years.
It's not gonna take 2 years.
You think that you could probably get a patch job done in 2 days. You're going to have to get sales from somewhere. A new set of sales would run you 10 gold. So if you wanted to like essentially commandeer the sails off the merchant ship, you could essentially, I mean, the merchant ship's a lot smaller than the brigantine,
Yeah, it's a
but
piece of
you would
shit.
have some sails to get you to somewhere else where you could fully repair the ship.
Let's get the sails off the merchant ship, patch the ship, get to Port Justino, have them repair it, and then borrow a different ship to get to Marta. And then we bring it back, and then our ship is fully repaired by the time we get back.
Oh, okay. So Altanin goes, so do you maybe need more than 11 days?
2 weeks.
That's only 14 days.
Port Justino, well, depending on the route you wish to take, can take anywhere between 12 to 15 days of sailing to get there.
12 to
What?
15 days.
I thought it took
We're-
10 to
we're
get to
even
Marta.
12. Oh, he's not going through Dead Man's Pass. That's why.
If you want, I mean, you guys could try to go through Dead Man's Pass, or you have to go all the way around Sandback Island.
Wait, what's so bad about Dead Man's Pass?
Oh,
That's how we ended up on this
Other
island in
than
the
the
first
name.
place. We crashed.
Was it that rocky
We
place?
cr-
Oh.
That's what we crashed in, yeah. That's where we went through the storm and all that crap, and it's like a
Rocks
real
Okay,
on
so
that.
it would be about 7 days, 7 days of sailing to get around Sandback to get to Port Justino, or 3 days through Dead Man's Pass, and then from Port Justino is 1, 2, 3, about 4 days more north of Marta.
Did Weldon ever come back?
Oh, he's still in
Weldon,
Martin.
no, Weldon, you recall, Weldon stopped over in Port Justino to alert the Navy on his way to the Navy headquarters in Marta. He was giving a report to the Navy headquarters, so he stopped off and was like, "Hey, shit's going on down there. I can't deal with it. You deal with it. I need to go over to Marta." So he has not come back yet. He'll probably be another couple weeks.
Appo's at this time is going to walk over to the Captain Taro to talk with him.
Okay, well, how much time do you need from Althadine? Because he's about to
3
leave.
weeks.
I'm
3
yeah.
weeks. Okay, you're sure this time because it's the last time
Yeah,
that I can do this today.
We should be able to do it in 3 weeks.
Okay.
3 weeks.
3 weeks. And he goes, talks himself, and then an arcane glyph goes off. And
He
goes,
says, just kidding, 3 weeks.
okay. She agrees, 3 weeks. But
Yay!
please make sure you are in Marta in 3 weeks. I do not wish
Yes,
to just...
we promise. We will be.
Okay. Well, I'm going to go back to the lighthouse. I must not leave it for too long. I must continue my research. Please remember, if you find any more rifts or rift stones, let me know and bring them to me.
Do you
I
have any
believe
more
so.
of those scrolls?
Yeah, you didn't bring us any presents.
He brought you help.
Message scrolls.
Yeah, the
Oh,
Yeah.
message scroll.
He goes, but I brought you potions.
And say,
I guess
okay,
that's good enough.
He goes,
well,
the
how do you
message
create those?
scroll. The message scroll?
Yeah,
I believe message is a second level spell.
because I have messages cantrip.
You'd have to have, in order to enchant a scroll with message spell, you'd have to have enchantment level grade ink and paper, as well as a probably about a week worth of enchanting. If you wanted to spend an hour every night to work on enchanting the scroll, I mean, you could probably get it done in 2 days if you never slept. Or if you wanted to kind of do it in your downtime, you could probably do it before school.
But the thing is,
But you have message as a cantrip, right? So
Yeah.
you could tell him that.
I mean, is there any way for messages?
How far does message is
Not that
message is
far, not all the way to Altarine.
Oh, so no, so this is a sending scroll.
Okay, gotcha. So it's different then. Gotcha.
Where is Alter?
Yeah. Sending has unlimited range. You only get 25 words or less. It's a level 3 spell. And then you can reply to it once for 25. But the idea is that you can be anywhere in the world and send it to somebody. So that would probably take even longer to enchant
Yep.
if you had this.
Never mind. Completely scratch everything.
Okay. Yeah. So he goes. Remember, if you have another, you have one of my scrolls. If you find another, just let me know. And once you use it up, next time you come and see me, I'll hopefully have another one prepared for you. I have not had time to enchant another.
Slight bow.
Okay. All right.
Bye,
And he gives you a slight nod and goes, "Good day and stay safe." And he makes his way back towards the light.
Bye, Altarine.
He gives you a little wave.
Was walking over.
Okay. Ohkee, what are you doing in all this?
Fishing.
You're fishing?
They're fishing together, yeah.
Or-
He was eating
Oh, they're-
vegetables.
You guys are just off the docks, just fishing.
He's eating veggies.
I
Sorry.
think we should take the merchant ship, or patch our ship, use the merchant ship sails, take it to Port Justino, have them start repairs, and then borrow a different ship, take it to Marta, and then by the time we get back, our brand new, amazing ship with 20 fucking cannons is fully repaired, and then we're good to go.
You better hope you get a lot of gold.
Have a
Yeah,
lot
I
of
don't know.
booze that
We maybe
can
need to
sell.
rob a bank or something to get the gold to pay for that.
Just given booze, we can sell it for
Yeah,
gold.
we have lots of booze now. We can pay them in booze.
You think Tommy's gonna sell booze?
I don't know.
You don't know what my ulterior motives were. Come on, man.
Satora does have silverweed that we can sell for $20 a gram. So, if we ever
Sorry,
need
those
20
are
G
both-
a gram,
Sorry, I don't pay that high.
Dollars.
Dude.
What is a dollar?
foreign country, it's foreign currency.
EAG is a rip.
Okay, so
That's good
what's the
shit.
plan? You guys are gonna patch the ship. Take a couple days to patch the ship.
Probably, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be
Okay.
spending.
Can we get the townspeople to help us?
Is there any way to speed it up?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll see you guys if you guys enlist the help of the townsfolk. You guys
Yes.
can get it done in a day.
One day.
Satora wants to spend her
That-
day.
That
Harvesting
would
herbs.
also, but that would require to dismantle Drips's warehouse to use the wood as planks on your ship.
Sounds good to me. It's a great way to honor him. He'll go on an adventure in his afterlife with his shop as part of our
Okay.
new ship.
All right, so I need 2 people to give me strength checks to help dismantle his warehouse.
Who wants to
Strength
do
or
it?
athletics?
Yeah, athletics?
It's just strength check. D20 plus strength modifier.
Come on, man.
What if we
Alright.
call it the Drips ship?
Who's strong?
Ohkee.
Fuck.
Kave's not very
Earl,
strong
13.
today. Let's
Okay,
take the highest rolls from the group.
Yeah, Profugo and Appo. Tale, you're pretty drunk, so it's kind of hard for you to
Falling
help.
over a little bit.
Get in the way a
Can't
little
pick
bit.
anything up other than a
Kind of
bottle.
smack Appo in the back with a plank by accident. And bump Profugo in the chest with a
I
plank as well.
intentionally smacked Satora with a plank.
Satora's not even anywhere near you. Fuck out of here.
Several times.
I'm harvesting herbs to bring them to the halfling and
Kave finds you
to try to
and smacks you.
harvest as many medicine packs from him.
I literally go out of my way to go smack you.
Profugo, while disassembling the warehouse, you find a note that was written that was from Drips.
Okay, I'd like to pick it up and read it. What does it say?
Okay, it details. It's like you open up and it's actually like a like 3 or 4 letters, and
Okay.
they're back and forth from a guy named Harry. And it's from Harry, and he is from. Let me pull my map. He is from Sheerpoint Harbor, and it details this kind of like almost like ghost story mythical tale of this legendary ship that went down off the coastline, and then like the ultimate treasure trove haul, the perfect thing for Drips to invest in, and like, you know, Harry's trying to convince Drips to one day come out and help him try and salvage the wreck of the Amberjack.
Ooh.
And it talks about this legendary ship from the guild that went
Does it have a
down.
map?
It doesn't have a map. It just talks about the wreck of the Amberjack and come to Sheerpoint Harbor.
Okay. I'm gonna share this information with the group, and we still need to be somewhere in a week, so we can always do that later. Ship's not going anywhere.
Yep. But that's just something else you guys can think about. Let's see.
So, Appo, once Appo's done working, is the captain available at all? Because I'm gonna talk to him about pirate stuff.
Yeah, so you guys essentially get the planks out, and the people of the town as you know, thank you for helping save the town. Begin to set work, and you see, you know, people are nailing planks in and bailing the water out, and kind of, you know, using different files and woodworking tools to kind of scuff off all the burnt charred bits of the mast. And they're rigging the sails off the merchant vessel as best as they can. They're really small sails for this size of a ship, and there's not enough of them, but it's better than nothing. And yeah, so then after, you know, while that process is going on, Appo, you can go over to the office where Captain Taro is.
I'll walk on up.
Okay.
Are there guards outside at all?
Yeah. His soldiers are kind of like making some repairs to their ships because they took a little bit of damage, and they're kind of patrolling and kind of keeping an eye out, and, you know, just making sure that everything's copacetic and no pirates are going to come back. But yeah, there's two standing outside of his door.
Walk up to the door.
One of them kind of goes, Halt, sir. What's your business with Captain Terrell?
I have information about the pirates.
1 second. And he kind of goes inside for a few minutes. That you share like an uncomfortable long silence with the other guard for about 15, 20 seconds, and then the door opens and the guard kind of waves you in.
Walk on in.
You go inside, and Captain Taro is there writing at his desk, and you see him. He's like, scrolling. And goes. He kind of holds his hand up for you for a second. Do you wait patiently?
Sure.
Okay. He finishes writing. He goes, and that about does it. And he kind of rolls it up, and he pours wax onto it, stamps it with a seal, and hands it to you.
Take it. Say, what is this?
He goes, this is the report. This is a copy of the report that details your aid in the Navy's for helping to defend the town of Zashi and hopefully clearing up with whatever beef you had with the guild.
Sounds good. Thank you so much.
Make sure that gets to Weldon. He'll want to see that.
Battle is a she from Captain.
I hear you might be heading up towards Marta. You could probably find him there at our headquarters.
So, and I'm gonna pull out our map of the Eppenfell coastline.
Okay.
And I'm gonna say, in the time that the pirates have come down here on this map, any areas of interest where these pirates have been seen.
He goes, look.
Or any information that's been given to you from your superiors of any kind. Because I'm assuming information.
Give me a persuasion check.
Persuasion check. That is the same as that, I believe. 18.
Okay. He looks at it and he goes, look, I really appreciate what you guys have done for this town and to help. But I don't really know who you are in your group, and it's official Navy business of all the areas that are specifically under attack. I can tell you that there's been activity to the north, and to be careful if you're sailing up that way, but I can't really disclose any more information to you until you kind of clear it with my higher-ups. I'm sorry, it's a bit classified.
Hold on. I'll sweeten this for you, because I have specific information on the main captain of this fleet and two of his under captains, his generals underneath of him. Plus, I have information on 2 of their ships, specs, guns, size. I can give you all of that.
He looks at you a bit curiously, and he goes, and how would you know this information?
I'm an X one of them.
Make another persuasion check. He goes, look, I appreciate what you're trying to do. And as much as I would like to believe you, by telling you where the pirate activity is would also be telling you where the Navy activity is, because we are engaged with them quite often. And that's information we just met, and I can't
I just want to know where not to sail right now, man.
He goes, all right, you want to know where not to sail? He goes, steer clear of the southernmost tip of the Sheerpoint Archipelago. He goes, steer clear of Kite and Cormorant Island, the Isle of Dragoth, Ash Island, and the Serpent Islands.
All right, hold on. Steer clear. So Sheerpoint Archipelago. Else?
He goes, steer clear of the southern point of Sheerpoint Archipelago, Cormorant Island, Fulmar Island, Ash Island, Serpent Island, and the Isle of Dragoth.
Fulmar, Cormorant, Ash Island, the Serpent Isles. Okay.
He goes,
cool.
He goes, we don't patrol out that far. We don't have the numbers. Your safest place to stay nearest to Sandback Island as possible. That's where Fort Hammerhead is. If you need to get to Marta, stay close to the shoreline as you go up the coast. And just watch out.
All right, I'm gonna mark all those on the map.
So pretty much everywhere about where you are.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. He goes, now, if you don't want to tell me anything, that's fine. But if you do head up to Marta, talk to my higher ups at the outpost. There. They're my superiors. They're the ones who make the decisions. If they want to tell you more, they can. If you want to tell them more, you can.
We'll spend about 15-20 minutes writing down information that I know about Sabal's ship, name of the 3 captains below him, and of the Siren Song.
You give them all that information.
And say, this is for you. I'll pass up to your higher ups, but just so you know as well. Thank you for.
He goes. Well, if you guys are trying to pick a side, I'm glad it's this one, and this honesty will not be unnoted.
Thank you very much, and I'll
there
shake his
anything
hand.
Yep.
That's it, and then I'll walk out.
And he goes, oh, by the way, as you were leaving, he goes, I saw you take the sails off that merchant vessel, Weldon's ship. He goes, don't worry about those. I'll cover the costs. I'm sure Weldon will understand.
Thank you very much.
And he goes, good day. And he sits back down and begins writing.
And I'll go and I'll walk out.
Okay, cool. All right. Anything else you guys would like to do before? We can just time jump if you want to when the ship is finished, which is essentially tomorrow. Or if
Satora wanted to gather as many herbs as possible to get medicine pouches.
Okay, give me a medicine check or a nature check, please.
Tabe's passing around her flask to all the people that are working on the ship. 1 sip for you, 1 sip for you, and 1 for you.
Appo will join in that.
A few of them are like, hey, all right, thanks.
Nature and what else?
And survival.
Appo will join in with one of his last bottles of mead.
We have plenty more, buddy. Don't worry.
I go fishing again.
Sure, yeah. Give me a survival check. And Satora, you find enough ingredients to essentially make 8 times the ingredients that you used.
Fuck yeah! So I get 8 medicine packs. Is that what you're trying to
Are
say?
you leaving any for the Happy Troop? From what you were promised?
How much do I owe him still? I owe him more, don't I?
He said he was going to give you a deal if you promised to replace the supplies that you took.
Yeah, he didn't give me that deal yet.
He did give you the deal. He gave it to you guys for much
okay.
cheaper.
So then, yeah, I'm gonna give him whatever left I have to.
Okay, you give him back. I think it was two sets of them.
Probably.
Yeah. So you give him 2. So you have 6 left. 6. The ingredients for 6
Pouches.
medicine pouches, and
Nice.
I'll let you roll to see if you can create those in your downtime.
Okay. You want me to do that now
Or
or
if
later?
you like to do it now, yeah, go ahead and roll that now.
Medicine?
I would think it's probably medicine checks, please. Just I'll let you.
Do you want to
roll-
hand these out to people to make them?
I mean, do you guys have +1s? I mean, if you can. Yeah, I only have a +1.
For medicine? I only have a +1 as well.
Yeah, might as well just
Yeah,
give them to
mind-
everybody then.
mind the medicine checks do require a medicine check to use in the field. That's one of their
Right, but
downsides is that you have to spend your action to apply to somebody for
Yeah.
healing.
if each one of us has at least one of them, kind of thing. So.
Yeah, so I just give everybody in the party 1 set, basically.
Okay, well, good. Give me a roll to see if you can make them.
Okay.
And Profugo, you catch a nice large sea bream. This kind of beautiful, kind of golden yellow fish with kind of a burnt orange top and large fins. It's probably about 5 or 6 pounds. It's a pretty good catch.
Yeah.
I only made a few of them.
Can I clean it and attempt to preserve it with some salt?
You could try packing it, yeah. I would say the salt would probably cost you 3 silver to purchase, because I don't think you carry around 5 pounds of salt. And so mark off 3 silver and go ahead and give me a survival check to see if you can begin to preserve the fish and clean it, gut it, and preserve it. Satora, also you waste the materials for 2 of them, so you make 4 pouches of medicine pouches. Profugo, expertly, as if you'd been doing it your entire life, just 2 strokes with your knife, shing, shing, and the fillet comes off. You get some parchment out and you lay the salt down. You crust the meat onto the top of the salt and you pack it in. You roll it up tightly and you put it in your pouch, and you think it's going to preserve nicely.
You say 5
Apple's
pounds?
roll.
How many rations would you say that is?
5 pounds of fish would probably last you 5 days. So we'll
Okay.
say 5 rations.
And how
A
much
pound-
does it
pound
heal me
of fish a
for?
day. It doesn't heal you for anything. It just keeps you from getting exhausted if you're out in
Dying?
the field.
Fantastic.
Yeah. So essentially, if you guys are doing overworld travel and you're not staying at inns and buying food, it will require 1 ration per day to not incur exhaustion.
Okay.
So,
And I'm gonna go ahead and eat one of them.
you eat one fresh. Yeah, it's delicious. Do you share any with Ohkee, who's sitting next to you?
I'll share, sure.
Ohkee, you kind of like light your hands on fire a little bit, and you got a nice little searing on the outside, and get that nice salty crust, and it's delicious. Yeah, really, really good. And you find a little bit of like citrus laying around in one of the carts, and you kind of squeeze a little lemon juice on it. Yeah, delicious.
Appo's gonna walk up to Satora and say, "Listen, pouches," because I know you only made 4 of them, but flip flop and trip over myself.
He needs the most.
No, I give Appo 2 of them.
Okay.
Oh,
So also, there was 4 healing potions that were given out too. Who has those?
I have 1.
took 1.
1.
You guys don't want any?
There's 2 left.
I'll take one.
Profugo.
You can have it if you want, Ohkee.
What is it?
It's a healing
healing
potion.
potion.
Yeah, I'll take one.
Okay.
I seem to be the only one left alive most of the time.
It seems like Tave is slightly the tankiest person in this group right now. So
And I have
Good job, Tave.
I have like a self heal between rests also, which I haven't even had to use at this point.
cool. Sick. Okay, yeah. So we'll cut to the next morning, unless anything else needs to do. Actually, Appo, in the middle of the night while you guys are all sleeping, I need you to roll me a perception check, please.
Perception check. Come on, big money, no whammies. Fuck.
Fairly average.
Your eyes open in the middle of the night. Everything is dark, and it was one of those moments where you think you might have heard something that woke you up, but you don't hear it anymore. Like it was one of those things you're like, did I hear something to wake up, or did I just wake up? I can't tell. Do you check anything, or do you just go back to sleep?
And like look around my room, look out the window, or down like down the hall of the keel hall kind of thing. I'll actually walk
Okay,
outside
yeah.
too.
Yeah, you look out the window, don't see anything. Look out the window. You look around the room. It's empty aside from your gear. You give me a perception check as you walk outside.
Oh, better.
You look around, and there's a few patrons who are kind of in the keel hall and kind of out on the street. That there's a little bit of a celebration that they're kind of having. I mean, it's a bit solemn, but people are celebrating a little bit to return to their homes that are still standing, and so there's a few people about, but nothing really strange. You head back to your room. Give me one last final perception check.
There we go.
You walk in, and the sound that you thought you heard in your dreams, you hear it again, like this little zzz.
Gonna pull his sword. Oh wait, he's gonna go to his bag and pull out his the way.
You see it spinning.
Remember which way was
and
left?
You have a general idea, kind of like northwest, and then the needle kind of and focuses northeast now, and then holds true to that location. It seems to have changed spots.
Appo's gonna take note of
That's
that.
it. Yep. Okay. The rest of the night passes uneventfully. You guys all wake up the next morning, and your boat has been patched, mended. The sails have been up. There's a very obvious patch job on the sides of where people have nailed in boards, and it's looking a little rough. Definitely ain't a Cadillac kind of a ship, but it's floating, and yeah.
I think we need to call this the SS Run Amok.
No, it's the SS Chiipi.
It's the drip ship.
The drip ship.
Drip
Yes.
Fuck
So
that.
now quickly, we paint on the side with really shitty paint the drip ship.
Okay, nice.
It looks like shit.
We'll change it when we get upgrades.
And we paint a water drop on the sail.
And
Just
Nice.
one big
just a
teardrop.
really Satora tries to draw like a really shitty rendition of drips.
Give me a sleight of hand trip.
like a
Sleight of hand check.
Looks like
For everyone who's
lasagna.
painting.
Literally,
Is
like, is a cat.
ashy? Looks cocked.
It looks.
People are
It does
gonna
look
draw
like
it.
a pond.
It looks kind of like drips, right?
It looks. There's a basic resemblance. It's definitely feline in nature, and you got the color kinda right.
It's got like whiskers and it looks. I summoned Chiipi to use him as like a. As a reference.
Profugo, you just kind of end up spilling most of the paint on yourself. No paint actually gets on the ship. You're just like Profugo comes back and he's like purple. He's just like head to toe purple. Like not even the right color paint. Like no one's sure where the paint came from that was purple. But he comes back and he's purple.
Oh man, god damn it.
You rolled a fucking 0.
-2 sleight of hand.
Oh man. Tave, give me a sleight of hand check for the your paint job.
Oh my fucking god,
Hold on
dude.
one
That was
second.
too good.
Man, you should have me do this.
I don't know what my sleight of hand is. It is +1. Yeah.
Tave also gets very purple.
Appo's gonna walk up and says, "Give me the brush," and Appo's gonna do it.
Luckily, you haven't really tarnished your canvas. You guys haven't really managed to get any paint on the canvas at all. So,
Sleight of hand.
yep.
Rendition.
Surprisingly, pretty good. You know, you guys can get his face right. You get his features. You even get it, the painting. He even looks wet in the painting. So, not
I
bad.
just hand the brush back. Say,
I
"You're
did
welcome."
The drawing, you guys. I'm gonna send it in Discord. How do I send it? Camera roll.
Attached.
Okay, I sent it.
It's
It's beautiful. I love it.
That's what. Yep. It just looks a little sweaty, also.
That's going on all our sails, and that's our flag.
That's the
basically.
drip ship. Yep, it's the drip
Okay,
ship.
the drip ship. All right.
People will be in terror of this.
So you see also as you guys are kind of loading up your supplies, your basic supplies, and the masts are kind of coming down. You
God
see
damn it.
Yilson and Joji walking out from the tavern as well, and they walk up to you, and Yilson goes, "I know I was your captain once, but might I ask your permission to board your ship?"
Turn to Tabe and say, "Captain."
What? Tabe wasn't paying attention.
Yilson and
He's trying to
Joji
get
have
the
walked
purple
up to your ship.
They
He
want to board.
walks up and he says, "I know you were on my ship one time, and I was your captain, but now I request that permission to board. We have no home
Tabe-
here, and we've lost everything, but you have saved us, and we wish to help repay that."
Tabe says, "You know what? We need all the help we can get, so please board."
And Joji goes, "All right, I can cook you up a fine dinner."
Oh, we
Yeah,
already have a chef. I was gonna ask Satora, but that sounds
Nope,
great.
Joji-
Satora lets a
Appo-
huge sigh of relief out.
Wait,
Joji was the
Appo-
cook on the blue kestrel.
Excellent. Perfect.
Appo's gonna stop joking before he walks on. Says, "Hold on," and this is, "We need a bottle of alcohol of some sort. Does anyone have a bottle of alcohol on them?"
We have like 800 in our storage. I
He goes,
don't know
"Oh,
how many-
perfect, I
how
can
many
work
do
with
we
that."
have? How many?
Can't walk on the
Oh
ship.
my
Yes.
god. Hold on, let's roll something here.
You're gonna curse this ship, man. It hasn't been christened yet.
I'm gonna roll a d12, and that's gonna equal the number of hundreds of pounds of alcohol you have.
Yes.
Holy shit.
500 pounds of alcohol.
But
You stole every single one of his casks.
Oh
I
my
love
god.
It. Yes.
Good thing your ship can hold a lot of weight.
Yeah.
I was gonna go find a bottle of alcohol and say, "I hereby christen this the drip ship," and just break it across the side of the ship.
There's a bit of smattering applause from the crowd that's gathered to kind of watch you set off. you guys all board your ship, pull away from the dock. A little bit of the rest of the warehouse kind of
Oh god.
and falls into the water, and you guys all kind of like, oh, bye.
That was intentional. I yell.
And you guys begin to turn out, and the sails catch the wind as you guys begin to move away
Big
from
smiling cat face.
the Zeshi. And you guys see sitting on the dock is Captain Taro, and he kind of gives you a nod, and Jimbo is out there too, and he kind of gives a wave, and you guys all move away.
Hey guys,
Out
I have
of the
to
port
go. I have to
position.
take this phone call. Give me 1 second.
Okay. We're just
Just go
sailing anyway.
So
Let's
Well-
sail.
We should
there
sail
is
Trident's past because we don't know it.
No, yeah, let's not do that.
I guess we're gonna go around Sandbag Island then.
Well, they said that was safe anyway, so.
Yeah.
safer.
Or we could just go to Fulmar Island if you want. Just say fuck it.
We're trying to get to stupid ass.
I know.
Okay. Cool.
Okay.
So we're gonna sail.
So essentially, the way that sea travel works is, each of those tiles equates for half a day of travel, and for every day of travel that you travel, one person is going to roll an encounter dice.
What dice?
It's D8, and I will say while you are in the waters
I'm trying to
around
make a-
Sandback Island,
Hmm.
I fucked it up.
I will
forgot to
allow
put
you
something.
to roll the D8 twice, and if you get a number that is more favorable, I will pick that. I'm not going to tell you what they do, but I will pick one that's more favorable while you're in safer, quote-unquote, waters around Sandback Island. Now, although, we have to assign roles, though.
First mate.
Now, let me also...
let's do this.
Yeah,
right.
I was actually gonna ask you anyway, so. I'm obviously the captain. I was gonna ask Satora to be the chef, but now she doesn't have to.
Satora's gonna work on trying to grow plants on the middle of the ship, in the area that is kind of
Have a garden.
away.
In the-
Yeah, an
on the
orchard.
ship.
You ever watch One Piece?
You mean like in the middle where they like walk
Yeah.
around and have space to do
Dude,
shit?
No, no,
Okay.
no,
in
no.
One Piece they
Over
have
here.
like a fucking tree on
They have
their ship.
they have an orchard all
Like a
over here
literal
along the
orchard.
back of the
Really?
ship. That is kind of like out of the way. Over here, it's completely grass floor. It's nice.
We also have pieces. We have Wilson, and we also have Joji.
Oh shit! Yay!
So this is your ship.
I'm over here where the fucking wheel is, motherfucker.
Okay. Yilson kind of stands up next to you and is assisting with navigation. Joji will say we'll just put him here. He's under the deck.
We up in the
Um,
crow's nest with the spyglass.
Okay, you'll be up
Yeah.
in the crow's nest.
Appo's my first mate. Ohkee is my commander of combat. Profugo,
Okay,
he could
so
be the second in command of combat.
if you guys look at the stats of your ship, there are a couple of different roles that you guys need to fill. Someone needs to be on the helm. There needs to be probably a couple people on sails. And like I was saying before, you guys don't have a full crew. You have a skeleton crew, so you can pretty much either A, man the sails and the helm, or man the cannons. You can't do both at the same time. You cannot
Wow.
fire while underway. So until you hire a full crew, you're pretty much running at half efficiency.
Yeah.
So, but while you're just sailing around, yeah, you it's fine. But pretty much it's all hands on deck. Everyone has to be helping with the sails and
at all times.
Where
at
the,
all
uh,
times because it's
where
a pretty big ship for only like 6 people.
Yeah.
So even when Joji's not cooking, Joji's on deck helping with sails and running lines and all that kind of shit.
Where are the rolls?
The roles, okay, if you go to Discord, well, the roles are essentially just each of those slots has to be filled.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. So
Um,
like helm, cannons, sails.
Yep, helms, cannon, and sails. And that's the that they all need to be filled with a full crew. You guys don't have a full crew, so you're half efficiency. Cool. So I guess Tave, you're in control of navigation.
Yes.
I would like you to roll me 2d8s, please.
D8.
You guys all pull out of the harbor and, begin moving your way along the coastline eastward back towards Dead Man's Pass. 1 and a 3.
Great.
I say that I'm actively up there with the spyglass looking around to see if I see anything nefarious.
Advantage.
Well, I already gave advantage on the roll because you already saved waters.
Oh.
Safer waters. Let's see. Okay. So. Let's see. I'm trying to figure out which one of these is the favorable one. Neither of them are that great.
Oh, great. We're facing pirates again.
Oh, here we go. Perfect.
Really that bad?
No, I'm looking up something. Hold on. You know what? Fuck it. We'll do it. See how it goes. Well, shit. Okay.
Famous
So,
last words.
you guys look over the bow, and it's kind of going towards dusk, and you're making your way through the ocean, and you kind of are all manning the sails and the deck, and you're hard in concentration of making sure that the ship is sailing in the correct direction, everything's fine. You guys don't notice that 2 small skiffs have come up alongside the back end of the bow.
Can I see if they are pirates?
Yeah, hold on 1 second. Let me a bit of a
I'm
music
pretty sure they
change
are.
there.
Well, tell me.
Oh boy.
No.
Yeah, they're pirates. I don't need to do a perception check. They're fucking pirates.
So you see these 2 come up. Appo, you look down and you're like, oh shit, there's fucking boats coming up behind us. Didn't even fucking notice. Go ahead and give me a perception check with advantage.
Oh, that was mean.
So close.
It's like,
Okay.
man,
Yeah, no, not just 20. You look down, and each of these boats has 4 people on it. But you don't see the same flags as the Death Crawlers. They're different. They're different at all. It's like an axe and like a sea serpent.
Appo's gonna climb down and right at the top and say, "I think we have unwelcome company."
So they have they shown any signs of attacking, or are they like just trying to hang out and be friends or something? Maybe they're just curious about our adorable cat logo.
While you're talking about that, you see a grappling hook has been thrown over the bow of the ship with a rope, and they have attached it to it and then pulling their boat closer.
Do
I
I
run
see
over
this?
with my sword and
Everyone go ahead and roll me initiative.
They're within. Oh, okay.
Oh, so they see. Everybody sees them.
Not everyone is aware, but
Okay.
we're going into initiative now because they are initiating combat.
Okay.
Great. I don't know why they would. It's a really bad idea on their part.
Ohkee.
Well, they don't necessarily
It's
know
fine.
that. So.
They're stupid. I got good initiative the past 2 times.
Ohkee, you've done this before. Think back to the cliff. Just burn the ropes when they're in the middle of the water.
Burn the rope. I'll put
Cut
one, you
that
burn
shit.
the other.
Cut it.
Okay, let me.
I'm gonna need those fire arrows, bitch. Yes, the one fire arrow you have left. Why is everyone always trying to kill us? Feels bad, man.
I feel targeted here. No.
I just want to make friends.
I know. I just wanted to go sailing today, guys.
Thought we were gonna have a nice chill journey up to.
Okay, Profugo, what's your
Argentina.
initiative?
He may or may not be back from his phone call.
Oh, okay, we'll skip
I
him.
can
Tavi.
ask him.
4.
Hmm?
Appo 6.
18. Thank you very much.
18. Oh, okay.
Or just roll for him. I mean, it's a fucking
I have
dice.
a 5. I mean, we don't know his initiative bonus.
Oh, that's
18,
right.
and Tave's a 19.
18.
18.
I'm a 19.
Ohkee with a 3.
Or has 5.
Let me pull up these guys real quick.
Oh.
It's
Say,
only,
are
you know,
Yilson and
this looks
Joji
like
gonna
pussy
show
shit to me
people
after
fight?
what we've been.
They are not fighters. They're actually steering and making sure the ship doesn't crash while you guys are gonna take care of these pirates.
Yeah, that's fine.
Oh,
Oh, he's back.
oh, you're back. Oh, you're back. Okay.
Nice. You
Cool.
have no initiative bonus.
What's your dex mod?
Oh, my bad. It's like -2.
-2?
-2.
F.
Yeah,
The 13 for Profugo.
Gosh.
it might be -1, but I know it's minus.
And for Fugo.
We don't-
Yeah, -2, 13.
Damn.
I had to take that call.
So let me.
No problem. You're good.
Oh, it's okay.
Okay, we're good.
We some pirates have
We
approached our boat, and we just entered.
They are gonna board us.
But they have
attempting.
they're not the depth crawlers.
But they
No,
threw
they're not
grappling
the
hooks
fellas.
onto our dock, and they're currently pulling themselves onto our dock.
I'm not ready.
It's not a
Hopefully I can
dock.
go
Whatever
catch
the
one.
fuck. I don't. It's a boat. Satora has literally never been on a boat before.
It's a dock.
Besides the blue kestrel that crashed.
They're coming to our dock. Watch out, guys.
Okay. Let me.
Our back. Satora's like pointing.
It,
Back.
we'll make you a pirate one day. Poor, don't worry.
Satora, what'd you roll?
5.
5. Nice.
Don't look at the number.
Does it takes 2 people to man one cannon, right?
Yes.
That's what I thought. And do we have anything on the back of our ship, or are they all on the side?
All on the sides.
That's what I thought. Also.
So we'd have to turn, but
Yeah. So we are better off,
You
I think,
know-
just fighting them physically.
Fire-
Well, we can. Let's cut the fucking ropes on their dumbass grapplers.
yeah, if I'm ahead, that's the first thing I'm doing is cutting the rope and then
Yeah.
shooting with a crossbow kind of thing.
Wait a minute. What's the stern and what's the bow?
The bow's the front, stern's
The
the back.
stern is the
Okay,
back,
so we
bow's
have
the
2
front.
on the back.
Yeah.
Cannons?
2 cannons on the back. Yes.
We do.
According to the pin, yes, we do.
Oh, sweet. Oh, yeah. Okay. So
See, I'm
let's
trying to
fucking
scam
shoot.
us. We just got a new boat and we don't know our boat yet. I'm
Boom.
You guys also haven't taken inventory of
Yeah.
how much powder you have left either.
True.
Joji, go look for powder.
Joji, go look.
I'll be playing as Dimitri. I
Oh,
have his
okay,
stuff.
cool.
Sweet. My God, we got a
Yeah.
tank. Not to,
Whatever is
music,
going
man.
on currently, Tave, as the initiative order is being decided, Tave screams at everyone to cut the rope.
Okay, so Tave, it is your turn first. You see these
Screaming
two
at the
grapples.
ropes.
These two grapples are on the bow, on the stern of the ship.
Tavi's
and
first.
Pulling. Okay, well, okay, well, Tave or Appo, whose dexterity is higher?
Probably
I
Appo.
rolled a roll.
Okay, so Appo, you can go first if you'd like.
I'm running over to
You
the
were-
grappling hook.
You are on the crow's hook.
I told you to climb down when I talked to Tave.
Yeah. Okay.
So
So,
I'm-
your climbing speed is how much?
I would assume. Oh, fine. Is it halved because I'm not proficient?
It'll say what your climbing speed is. It's probably
Uh,
half because you're not proficient in climbing. So you spend your action climbing down from the crow's nest. You get about 10 feet off the deck, and that's your action. So about 20 feet down. You can bonus action dash if you want to get all the way down,
So I'll get all the way down.
or you could use your movement speed to get all the way down. Your movement speed was climbing. Bonus action dash.
So I'm
You
dashing
get down
all
to
the
the
way
deck.
Yeah.
You have minus 10 to whatever movement you have left.
So I'm assuming I'm back like.
You are right where you're sitting. You're here.
Woo.
You climb down like right there.
Fucking hell, dude, this is my way. Okay, so I said I got 10. I got 10 left.
No, minus
And
10 to whatever you have left because you bonus action dashed. 10 of that. Well, no, I guess 20 of your movement speed because it's half. So you have 10 feet left. You have 10 feet left.
I move 10 feet closer to where the thing is, and then try and shoot the rope with a crossbow. Just snap it off.
No, because your action was a climb. Your action. No, I guess you would have an action. Yeah. Okay, you go up to here. And are you running up the stairs? You're gonna try and climb up the side of the deck.
Up the stairs.
Up the stairs. So 5, 10. That puts you right there.
Then can I try and shoot the rope to break it?
You can certainly try. Go ahead and give me a roll with disadvantage.
That's my favorite DM quote. You can certainly
Wow.
try.
What a legend.
Go ahead and roll damage.
Fuck yes.
Wait, Caitlin, did you see my message? It looks like initiative broke because I only see Dimitri, me, and Pirates.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
In turn order, yeah.
I don't see
I
anyone
see
else.
your Tave in there. I apply sneak attack to this or not?
Can you see it now?
No, it still says
Still
Dimitri,
Dimitri.
Pirates, and me.
Pirate, and yeah.
Try reloading your page because it looks fine to me.
I mean, everybody says. Oh, I mean, does everybody see?
Oh, I don't see it. I'm gonna reload.
Becca sees the
Yeah,
same
I'm
thing I
reloading.
see. Okay, I guess we'll
See-
reload.
Yeah, I'm not
Yeah.
sure what else to do on my
Just
side.
exit game and then rejoin, I guess. It might have glitched with the character pictures.
Maybe.
You want to exit and come back?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll exit real quick and then I'll come back.
Still glitched for me.
Still glitched?
Yeah, you might have to re-enter it if anything
Yeah, it's the same.
before we
Okay.
lose the rolls. I was
Let
on
me
5.
Let me take a picture. I have a picture of the initiative order, so I'll
Oh,
just
cool, perfect.
exit it. Okay, is it exited for everybody?
Yes,
Yes.
And then now it's still glitched, right?
yes.
What the heck?
Hold on, I'll just delete everything.
My question though still stands is.
Is
can
it
I
all
add-
deleted now?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
Hold on. Alright, this will take a quick second.
No problem. Yeah, I mean, it's better than not knowing our initiative.
Yeah.
I think Profugo was next, wasn't he?
I mean, normally we wouldn't know it.
No.
I was 13, I think.
I feel like it's a real bonus.
We're not
from-
playing D&D
from
hard mode.
Roll20.
Stop it. Yes, we
But
would.
like, no, because like
We can
we
base it
wouldn't
off
have a
ourselves,
limit.
though.
theoretically, yeah.
And after the
There's
first
exceptions.
round, you already figured it out, too.
I'm gonna take a quick bathroom break.
Yeah, bio.
1, 2. Oh wait, oops, one more pirate. That's 13 as well.
Yeah, I want to try it too.
Satora just drop?
No, I'm here. Dropped out of. You don't see me?
Oh, no, I'm sorry. No, you were covered by Tave's picture in Roll20.
Oh, weird. Dude, I added like a map to the stream, so it has Marta circled with a red line, and then I have a D20 kind of mapping our journey through the water.
Nice.
Pretty
Nice.
Immersion.
So, or when you're ready, Kalen.
Yeah, just give me one. Almost done. Okay, Appo, so that was your turn. Your turn's over.
I haven't done damage yet. My question is,
Oh.
can I add sneak attack to this?
Huh?
No, because a rope cannot be
It's not the
surprised that
same.
you're shooting at it.
Alright, so 8 points of damage then. Or yeah,
Okay.
8 points of damage.
That's enough. It just and it snaps, and you hear the pirate just
Tastes
go,
the same.
"Fuck!"
Alright,
I think
Okay,
so.
that's
I
your turn.
found it. Like
another
12
round are
levels.
coming up, and so yeah.
All right, Tabe.
Easy. Gets a...
I'm back.
Your turn.
All right.
Oh, okay. I would like to go. Okay, wait. Which one? Okay. Huh? Who shot what? And is the rope cut?
This rope got cut.
Okay, so
This one
that's
is not.
cut. I'm gonna go cut that one that's not cut.
Okay, so you 5, 10, 15, 20. You're over there. Go ahead and give me an attack roll on the rope.
I also, by the way, can add my superiority die before or after I roll, just so you know. So that I don't need to, so I won't.
It is a rope. Not very hard to hit. Not much armor on a rope. Go ahead and roll damage.
Okay. 11.
Yeah, you just shoot and boom, poof. The rope gets cut. It's Dimitri's turn. He sees the commotion up here, and he's going to move. I think it's because 40 now, I believe.
First strat.
That's what it's saying.
40, yep. So he's going to move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40.
You're welcome.
And he's just going to hold his action. If anyone gets close enough
Yeah,
to hit,
I went and
he's going
found
to hit
it
him.
because I wanted to see if they had it. And they did.
It's the pirate's turn.
Yeah, I know.
They're going to spend their
I
action.
said I know what you need. Here you
moving
go.
Closer.
Yeah, I knew where it
Watch out,
was.
me too.
Because I had looked for Midori Sour at that one
Moving
point
closer.
too. So I was like, I'm not gonna get
Here.
Midori, but I'm gonna see if they have that.
And,
Hanasaki. It was literally
this
called
guy
Hana
begins
also.
to climb.
I remember from the Genza menu. Hanasaki.
You know there's no rope.
Yeah. Because I saw the name and I was
doesn't need a
Hana.
rope. The rope
I
is
was
going to
like,
make
it
it
can't
easier
be
for
anything
him.
else.
This guy's going to make an athletics check as well to see if he can climb up. No, he's kind of still struggling getting us. The side of your ship is mossy and slick, and he's having trouble finding purchase to haul himself up. This last guy's going to make an athletics check as well. Same thing, hard to get up. Profugo.
Alright. I'm over here, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
I know there are pirates boarding the ship.
You see your
I hear
friends
cut the rope.
calling out. They're cutting ropes, and they're all staring down over the side. You can see kind of a little bit of the mast of their ship over your own bow.
Okay. And can I see this boat over here?
Give me a perception check. If you Yeah, I'll give that one to you for free.
Turn the cannon on him.
Yeah, you can kind of see him underneath your sail, off the side of the bow, off the side of your boat. You can see the bow of their ship coming up the side.
If I dash, can I make it here?
Sure. You up the ship, right past Joji, and he kind of like lifts one of the ropes up, and you duck underneath it as he's reining in one of the sails. We're fighting to keep the ship moving. Okay, that's your turn. This pirate over here, he's going to make an athletics check. Wow, really bad. Nope. These guys over here, they're going to spend their turn pulling up alongside the back of the ship here. He's going to make an athletics check. Okay. He gets up onto the ship for his movement, and he is going to shoot a light crossbow at you, Profugo.
Didn't he
One-
use his
one hand.
action climbing up the ship?
No, he uses movement climbing. Half of his movement speed was to climb up the ship. So
God.
he climbs up, that's as far as he gets, and he just goes, boop. Okay. +3 to hit.
Ooh, baby.
21.
Ooh. Ooh.
I think that hits.
9 points of damage to you.
Okay.
So it just kind of, and it pierces right through your leather armor, and you're like, damn, I wish I had my scale mail on, and
Brand new armor.
into your shoulder. No, he's not wearing it.
Oh, he
He
didn't.
decided not to wear it.
I'm not wearing it.
Put it on.
Then put it on.
Let's give him disadvantage on stuff.
Oh, fair.
Be smart to keep though, in case we're in some large
This
scale
guy-
battle.
not
Then.
you. This guy's dying. Okay. This guy's gonna make an athletics check as well. So athletics strength is +0. Okay, he makes it up as well. He's gonna fire once at Appo as he sees Appo running up, and after you shot out his rope.
And as a reaction, I'm gonna use my uncanny dodge. Just kidding. No, I'm not.
He pulls the trigger, and the whole crossbow's bow just snaps, and he tosses it to the side and pulls out his scimitar.
Amateur hour much.
So this guy does
Got
guy-
him, fuck.
does not have his crossbow. Okay. Satora, your turn. You look over behind your shoulder, and pirates are climbing up the side of the ship.
Satora disgruntled
And you guys
gets out some
get a
more
fine.
arrows.
You guys get a look at these pirates, and they're not Tritons. They are mainly human. There's a few half orcs, and the humans have like really big bushy beards. Like these guys do kind of remind you of like what Vikings would look like. They're like long bushy beards, and they've got these like more like rusted axes and stuff, and they just look to be like small time pirates. Nothing crazy.
Can I see them from where I am? Or do I have
Yeah,
to get
definitely.
closer to the edge?
You probably can't see these guys down here because they're right up along the side of the ship.
Yeah,
But you're
that's-
looking behind you. You do see two pirates on the deck of the ship behind you, though.
Well, I guess I'll just take a fire at them. Do these guys have
Okay,
another
go
grappling
for it.
hook up here? Or is that-
They were both cut.
nice. Okay, I'm gonna take shots at these guys. Then.
Okay, go
All
for
right,
it.
here we go. Ready? I'm gonna hunter's mark. This one right here.
Okay.
Okay. Now, I am also going to use my twin strike feat, so I can hit adjacent this guy with my 2 attacks,
Sick.
Nice.
and I'm gonna also use extra attack.
Oh, you got your extra attack. Nice.
Yes, I did. Finally.
So three shots.
3 shots. Yep. I'm gonna disperse them however I see how the shots roll.
Pick who you're shooting at first before you roll
Well,
anymore.
I'm shooting at the hunter's mark guy 2, and then 1 to this
So,
guy.
zoom. Go for it. 2 shots to the first guy, 1 to the second.
All 3. I rolled all 3 already. Right there.
I don't.
24 and 21.
Oh, I
they
see.
all hit,
20,
yeah.
24, 21. They all hit.
Bodied.
Go ahead and roll. Go ahead and roll damage.
I'm gonna roll the damage to the guy with hunter's mark first.
Okay.
So it looks like 16.
Yeah, you snap it into his throat, and he tumbles backwards off the ship,
Bye, bitch.
Ah,
dead.
And then
You
that
hear
is
this,
the
you hear
other
this, you hear
guy.
this sploosh, and you hear like the shouting from below, like, "Oh, fucker, we're gonna fucking kill ya!"
And
12 to this guy as well.
Yep.
You kind of strike him right in the heart, and he falls to the deck. He is dead as well.
I call him a
Satora
bitch
lets
for
out a
fucking
slightly wicked
shooting me.
laugh.
Whoa.
Can I call him
Sure,
a
out here.
bitch?
Spit on him! Spit on him! Put your feet in his face!
Nah.
Take your boot
All right.
off!
Is that your turn? Are you moving at all?
Yes, I'm gonna use my movement to reposition myself. Can I stand on this? Is this an upraised platform right here?
Yes.
That's
Okay,
where Yilson is.
that's the helm, right?
This is the helm, yeah. So Yilson would actually be up here.
Okay, yeah. So I'm gonna kind of take this area to like get a higher vantage point.
You kind of
and-
brush past. He's like struggling with the helm as well, and you kind of like brush underneath in between him and the helm, and you're like he's like oh fuck, oh yeah.
Oh, sorry. I'm gonna just stay
He goes,
here.
no worries, kill the fucking pirates. Okay, we're good.
And, yep, I'm gonna stand right there and get ready to fire next shots. Hunter's mark is
Alright.
gonna transfer on my next turn. We're good.
Okay, dope. All right, the rest of these guys are gonna make their attempts to climb up. One of them does. This one gets up. This guy, he kind of pees himself a little bit because two of his friends just got shot and killed, so he's not able to pull himself up.
Beat.
He'll use his action. He'll use his action. He's like, all right, fine, you got this. Okay, so he gets up. So this guy right here is gonna fire a shot at you, Satora. The other guy spent his whole turn just getting up.
Okay.
That's a 10. I believe that misses. So they're a little shaken, and they it kind of fires wide.
I took Eelson down with me to duck.
Yeah. You grab me. And you're like, oh,
Get down.
oh, thanks for looking out. And he's like still holding on the fucking wheel. All right, Ohkee, it's your turn. You look over and you see like pirates climbing up the sides of your ship, and your teammates are engaged.
Run, you magnificent Minotaur, run!
So
Good
I dash 70 feet to this pirate.
Oh my god.
So the pirate just looks over his shoulder and goes, oh, and he's like, boom, 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 boom.
Can
And
that
he's
be like an intimidation
he's
check
like,
right there?
"Ah!"
So I grab him
He is intimidated.
by horn and I try to just like gore him and myself off.
Huck him up.
Both of you?
Oh,
Oh
Spearhead.
god.
both of you? Oh
Spearhead
shit.
him off the boat.
Okay,
Ooh.
all right, go for it.
70 feet, that's ridiculous.
How much damage do you do?
7.
Okay, so it's not enough to kill him, but Satora, you just see Ohkee and just goes boom, 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 and just like as he gets to the top of the staircase here, you just see his back feet leave the ground as he like launches his head forward and just and the guy goes, oh no, and just, boom, and they just both catapult themselves and fly out into open water over here and just and this huge spray erupts from the behind. And you're like, the other part's like, holy fucking shit, we picked the wrong fucking ship, boys. And that's your turn, I believe, right?
The water's like bubbling and sizzling where Ohkee just came in. It's like.
Yeah, there's like steam rising up as yeah. Shit. Okay. Appo, you just see your
Go.
friend just like giant battering ram a pirate off your ship.
Appo's gonna move right up to this pirate here.
God damn it.
Okay.
His cutlass and says, you done picked the wrong ship, son. And he's gonna go in for an attack.
He goes, yeah, you think?
Intimidation check.
He is intimidated. Okay. Roll damage.
And since he's only in front of me, I get that sneak attack as well. There's 7. There's that. That's 16.
You just and you just see like blood begin to pour from multiple slash wounds, and he just kind of and falls down dead.
And since that's only 10, I'm gonna move 20 feet. Let's go up back here, kind of thing, back with Yilson.
It's really
Okay,
tight up here.
there's not enough space for you to fit on the helm
No,
too.
There's not. Okay. Then I'll.
You can just come to the back of the ship, but you're kind of down off the platform.
No. Then actually, from where I was, move me 15 feet that way.
Okay, so you turn, and because there's no more pirates coming to the side, you
Yep.
turn and you go towards the pirates coming over.
Mhm.
Okay. Tave, back to your turn. You're looking down at like 4 pirates struggling to climb up the side of your ship.
I'm gonna be
Booze
as
at them.
intimidating as I possibly can be and say, why are you attacking us?
One of them goes, well, give me an intimidation check first, before he gets too scared. I mean, they're already pretty scared, but they didn't know they were attacking this kind of a ship.
Up in the down
Jeez.
under.
One of them
Not
goes,
having the greatest roll.
one of them just kind of goes, because we want to steal things from you?
What would make you want to steal things from us? Can't you see what a piece of shit our ship is?
That's why we thought it'd be pretty easy to steal from you.
I mean, that's fair, I guess.
There's only like 7 of you, so we figured that it'd be pretty easy to kill you guys.
How do you know there's only 7 of us?
Because we see only 7 of you on the ship.
There could be more below. You don't know that.
Well, where are they? You're getting attacked by pirates.
They're hiding, bitch.
Why are they hiding? You're being attacked by pirates.
Because they
Kill him,
are
don't talk to him.
actually,
You're not a very good pirate, are you?
doing other things. You don't get to talk to me about how good of a pirate I am, you little fucking scoundrel, you little bitch ass. You rolling up to our ship with these little skiffs and you're gonna try and steal shit from us?
So, Becca, Tave spends the rest of her turn just shouting obscenities down at some pirate.
Yeah,
It's like,
that's
you,
exactly
like,
how I want to
red face, just like spittle flying, just like, you motherfucker, you fucking piece of fucking. They're just like, ugh. What's up with her?
He's like glaring.
Dimitri walks up as well, and he doesn't want to waste any of his javelins, so he just kind of like looks at what Tave's doing, and he goes, "Yes, what she said," and just waits with his hammer, like waiting for anyone to kind of like play whack-a-mole with anyone who gets high enough off the ship.
If that's not intimidating, I don't know what it is, honestly.
These guys.
For
Yeah,
real. Can I get an advantage on my intimidation roll?
sure, get another roll with advantage.
Yay! It's exactly the same.
thing.
He goes,
Oh my god.
"You guys are a weird crew."
That's some bullshit.
Okay, so it's their turn. They are going to continue to sail in their ship instead, and they move up this way.
Ask them if they
And
want to
then they're
join our crew.
Oh, it's my thing. Yes, that's my thing. Yeah.
This guy's going to now try to climb up on board. He does somehow. Okay, and then he's gonna fire a crossbow at Becca because she was shouting at him. So coming at you, Tave. It's a 13.
Nope.
Nope. You just kind of like you're like raising a bottle of liquor to drink from it, and as it comes up, it's like, bing! And you're like, oh.
Continues drinking.
Continues to drink. Yep.
Continues drinking.
This guy's gonna roll to get up as well. He gets up. He's gonna fire. Actually, no, he's gonna move. He's gonna move up this way. That's gonna be his turn. This guy gets up as well. He's gonna fire a shot at Appo.
Okay.
Non-natural 20.
Uncanny dodge.
Okay.
Got the reaction.
So you take 1 damage.
I can't make it like half or no damage.
No, because it's 1 + 1, so it's 2 damage to you. So you take half damage.
Lame.
So you take 1 damage. It kind of
Okay.
like grazes like
Your cheek.
I don't know.
My fins.
Yeah. It
Yeah,
just
it,
clips
it,
your
no, it
fin.
like it gives you a nice cool eyebrow piercing or something. I don't
Nice.
know. Yeah.
It just glares and is like, really, dude? You couldn't do better than that.
Profugo, it's your turn.
Okay.
Couldn't fuck me up better, fam. Come on.
Like to run up to these two and I guess attack them both.
Okay.
But I'd like to persuade them to join our crew.
Okay, what do you say?
I'm gonna tell them, hey man, your ship kind of looks like shit. Do you want a better ship to be part of a better crew, to be a better pirate and a better person?
Okay.
And a better person?
Like a concept
Hit him with that. He didn't get the.
motivational speaker.
Yeah, give me a persuasion check.
Oh my fucking
Why does this
god!
always happen with you?
He's our motivational speaker for the campaign.
Man, like talk about a fucking paladin. He's like, be better people. And they're like, okay.
Okay.
He just holds his
The rest of them
greatsword.
are like, they all kind of look at their swords and like, yeah, you're right. Our ship kind of is shit. We're just shitty fucking little pirates. All these new pirates have taken all the work from us. You know, we're small. We're your small town pirates, and these big pirate corporations have come in and taken our jobs. Yeah, we'll join your fucking crew. Yeah, let's fucking do it. I mean, you killed half of us already, so you probably could kill us too. So they're like, yeah, let's fucking do it. Yeah, fine. Yeah, fuck it, let's do it. And he like sheathes his sword and like he's like, hey, Chico, come on up here. And the other guy climbs up. Let's see if he can climb up.
Registration forms down the hall. HR will be with you tomorrow morning.
So he gets up. So these 4 pirates come up there. I'll let you guys name them, whatever. Some pirate names. This guy's name is Tico.
Which one?
The one who just climbed up here. This guy.
Tico.
Satora throws a rope to Ohkee and try to reel him back in. I'm going fishing for Ohkees.
Okay,
Appo's gonna walk. Are we out of combat now?
Yeah, you guys are out of combat because that natural 20. You just happened to convince a full fucking half crew of pirates to join your ship. It's
We're
great.
gonna walk up and
It's
like.
fine.
Okay, so I'm actually not gonna
Appo's
throw it.
gonna
I'm
walk
gonna have
over
Chiipi carry it to him. If we're not in
How
combat.
much weight can Chiipi? Yeah, how much weight can Chiipi?
He's just carrying the.
Well, okay, so Ohkee, you don't know.
Oh, Keelan just crashed.
Yeah, he just breathed.
Yep, Keelan.
Oh
just crashed.
no!
Oh,
Ohkee, you don't know.
You don't know, man. You just don't know anything.
Yeah, so DM's not here, so Chiipi
You're still
carries.
fighting your pirate in the way.
Chiipi carries the
Hold on,
rope.
my shit froze up for like a second.
Yeah,
He picks up Ohkee and carries her
Yeah.
back onto the boat.
Okay, so Ohkee, you don't know that any of this has happened. You're just swimming with this guy you've just like headbutt off a ship.
Nick. That's good. Yes. Cannon.
What are you rolling for, Ohkee? Attacks?
Assuming yes.
Murdering him.
Yeah, okay,
Him
so-
asunder.
So Ohkee, you headbutt this guy off the ship, and he's like, no way, we're gonna be your friends. And you just get up in the water and you go, boom, 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 and you just pummel his face into pulp into the water, and it kind of. Blah, 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 blah. At that point, now that you guys have been bleeding in the water for a round, you feel something brush up against your leg.
It's a shark. Get out of the water.
Chiipi's carrying that
and
rope to him.
How much weight can
I
Chiipi carry?
frantically just swing and thrash in the water and try to hit whatever's near me.
You start splash, splash. You start frantically splashing around on the water surface. It'll only go well for you from here. At this point, you do see Chiipi kind of flying over and like with a rope and kind of
It's just
drops
like
it.
the end of the rope. I mean, it doesn't specify how heavy for Chiipi. He's not mage hand.
I will say he can't carry more than mage hand though, because mage
yeah.
hand's 20 pounds.
Yeah, he's just carrying like the end of the rope to Ohkee, so we can reel
Yeah,
him
okay.
back up.
Move over with Satora and help her pull up Ohkee if that's what she's doing.
Hold on, not yet.
Appo comes out of nowhere and eats Ohkee.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Whoa.
We just scaled this really hard.
Hey guys, you wanted it to be hard.
Ooh. Ohkee, so you're thrashing around and you grab a hold of the rope as you feel just like these iron jaw down onto your thigh and begin tearing off the flesh off of your leg. You take some damage.
Ow.
That fish.
You take 16 points of piercing damage. as the shark latches onto your thigh and rips off a chunk of your muscle.
Oh my god.
The water begins to grow red. I need Satora and Appo to give me a strength check to see one person with advantage or both roll to see if you can pull.
What's your strength, Satora?
+2.
Same. So, I'll do it.
Okay.
Advantage.
Oh baby. Oh baby.
Yeah,
Okay, so with a 20, you pull them all the way to the side of the ship. You pull them all the way here.
Do it again then.
Not yet. Ohkee, it's your turn. What are you doing? You feel this thing on your latching onto you, and you feel it brushing up against your legs as your hands touch the side of the ship.
Chum the waters.
I punch it 3 times.
Okay, go ahead and roll attacks with disadvantage because you're punching into the water and you can't see really.
Punch its snoot. It doesn't like that.
Does Ohkee become angry when he sees the color red?
He goes into a rage for his first
12.
time.
Okay, 12 does hit actually. Yep. Yeah, do you go into a rage?
Yeah, I'm gonna rage. Why didn't I know?
Okay, so Ohkee, you feel this like iron jaws rip your leg, like part of your leg off, and you're like, "Roar!" And 2 hits so far.
I'll pummel a fish. If you kill it, man.
Rage is a bonus action, so I can only hit.
Okay, so twice.
I hit twice or one?
So you can only attack once.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, you hit once. Okay, you deal 8 damage to it. Hold on, let me
Shark.
That's not that
Big ass. I was gonna say it's a big ass shark.
Okay, how much damage do you do? Mine,
You did 8.
Okay, yeah, your fist connects and you're punching through water is awkward. You're not really used to doing it, and you do hit it on the head a little bit, but it kind of like wriggles around and darts around for a second, and then it's right back up on you. It's going to attack you one more time before they can help to pull you out.
No.
11.
Does not hit.
Okay, so you feel it goes to bite you, and you punch it right on the face right before the jaws come down, and it kind of lashes out and comes circles around. Appo and Satora, go ahead and give me another, because he's holding on with one arm and like punching with the other. Go ahead and give me another strength check with advantage to pull him out.
Natural 20.
Thank God for
Fucking
that.
one-handed.
You pull him out, and you guys both have this giant Minotaur out of the water, and he kind of like grabs up with one arm and you pull him up, he clambers up onto the side of the ship, and he gets on the deck, and you see that his leg is just dripping with blood.
I
Sir,
immediately
jump back in
fixes it.
and attack the shark again.
No.
So
You jump in.
back
You
in?
jump back in.
I jump back in and I attack him.
He jumps. So he's like, wait, I'm not done.
He'll just like
splash.
tosses the rope in disgust and walks away like, fuck this guy.
Okay.
Dora stands there really confused. We're like, wait a minute.
What just happened?
Our party keeps trying to kill themselves.
Okay, go again. Give me attacks.
We're not
Disadvantage, right?
supposed to commit martyrdom
Disadvantage.
on each episode. Nope.
Wait, that's not a hit, so there's one attack. Oh,
Yeah. So, miss. The water just erupts into spray. That last second one does hit. Oh nope, just kidding. It doesn't. So splash, splash, and you don't see anything else around you. Third attack. Okay, one does hit. So splash, splash, and then you hit something.
I rolled a 10.
10. Okay. You punch it and boom, it darts around again and comes back up for another bite. Uh, 18.
It hits.
14 points of piercing damage as it bites and latches onto your other leg and rips part of it off.
I'm
Also, at this
raging,
point-
so it takes 7.
So 7, yep. So at this point, also, you guys have begun to drift away from the ship.
Oh fuck.
The ship is keeping going. The sails are still down.
Okay, it's gonna go back.
Appo and Satora, it's your guys' turn. Whoever's on deck wants to do anything. The other pirates are like, what the fuck's going on over there?
Satora
Don't worry about this.
looks very disgruntledly at Chiipi
They
and
they
tells
come over.
Chiipi to
they
take
use
the
their
end of the
pirates.
rope again to Ohkee.
Okay,
It's
so you
200-foot
send off
rope.
TP and he begins to fly out. The other pirates come over there and like, is your fucking guy just fighting a fucking shark?
And it's like, welcome to the
He's
crew.
simple-minded.
They're like, yeah,
Yeah.
we're really glad we decided not to fight you guys because we fuck fighting sharks. Like, what the fuck?
They
Okay,
decide to fight us, actually.
We
Well,
operate off a merit system here. It's
we decided
you work to
to.
eat.
We just. Well, that's fine. That's how it was in our ship too. That's not about the same. But yeah, I'm glad we decided to interactively decide not to go and move forward with the fact of
There you
trying
go.
to kill you because we would have died.
Close got the rope in his hand
A
again.
lot of us did die. Like our guys are dead right here on the ship.
Yep,
Like,
half of you died.
and like some of them are, like
Originally
looting their shit and like looting their friends' stuff.
Oh my god.
Okay, it's your turn. What are you doing? The rope hasn't gotten its way to you
Okay.
yet, so you're just floating in the water with this shark. Your blood is like soaking the
I'm
water.
going to punch it 3 more times.
Okay, go for it.
Dang.
Aw.
So a 10.
10 does not hit.
Are you rolling disadvantage? Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah, because he's punching in the water.
Gotcha.
So 22.
22 hits.
14.
14 hits as well.
Kill him.
So 14 total.
Okay, you punch it again. Poof. It's hurt, and you can see it's like moving a little slower than it used to before, but it still comes back up around for another bite. Natural 20.
Oh my god.
I think. Okay.
Oh
that
wow,
was a
really
leg.
low. 8. That's gonna be another 12 points of piercing damage.
So if I'm raging,
So that's 6 points.
6.
Yeah, so 6 points.
God bless raging.
Okay.
Sorry, let me do this.
Satora and Appo, you guys, are you guys just waiting for Chiipi to get the rope to him?
Yo, Appo's like seeing Ohkee thrashing this thing. He says, "Let's just finish this." He's gonna pull out his crossbow. How far away are they?
Are you moved to the edge of the deck?
Yes.
They're probably about 30 or 40 feet away at this point.
30
so
feet away. I'm gonna hit him with my.
They've drifted a little bit.
Yeah, I'm gonna hit him with. I'm gonna shoot the shark with my crossbow.
Okay, give me an attack with disadvantage.
Disadvantage. Alright. Yeah.
14.
Nice, yeah.
Alright.
You hit
And
the
we
shark.
got that. And 4, that's 8 plus. That's 15 points of damage.
Okay, you see it just goes, "Zoom!" And Ohkee right in front of you, and the shark kind of like thrashes for a second, and then floats belly up on the surface of the water.
And you hear, "Get your ass back on this ship!"
I use my. So I'm 40 feet away.
So at the end, so that's the end of their turn. Right before your turn, you feel another something brush up against your leg.
God damn it.
Wait, Chiipi was carrying the rope though.
Yeah,
there?
yeah, but that's the he's there now.
He chopped
But
the water with his
another
own
shark has
Yeah,
another
yeah.
shark has shown up.
Here you
Shown
go,
up. There's a
Ohkee.
lot of blood in the water.
Grab the rope.
So okay,
God.
the shark
Tie it to
is dead.
yourself, at least.
Okay, yeah. So that it's gonna that's this.
Tie it around
First
your
turn.
waist.
Okay, it's your turn.
I use a key point to disengage, and I full dash 80 feet to the boat.
What's your swim speed is? Are you proficient in swimming?
Jesus.
No, but full dash is 80, so half that's 40.
So you 40. So you can swim right up to the edge of the boat.
Yeah.
And then I need you to give me an athletics check to climb the boat. you make it up. You make it up about halfway, and then eventually Satora and Appo go down and kind of haul the rest of you up. You're able to get up. That's fine. Okay.
No more swimming with the fishes, unless it's for permanent.
That was a bad idea.
That was a
You
bad
think?
idea. Appo kneels down to Ohkee and says, "What did you learn?"
What did you learn?
Fish are friends, not food.
Aw.
And you look back and you see the other shark just tearing into the dead shark's flesh.
Can
Like,
Satora
huge
shoot an arrow with a rope, with the rope attached to the arrow? That's like a makeshift fishing line? Spear fishing?
I would say
I mean,
that
not
your
spear.
range would be decreased by half.
Okay.
So what's your first range on your bow?
You think?
Yeah, 150. So 75.
150, so 75. Yeah.
And they're not more than 50 feet out, probably, I would say.
Yeah.
There's
At
the dead
this
one?
point, they've drifted a little farther.
Yeah.
But they're probably about 50 feet. I'll put them down here.
Yep. I'm gonna try to go for it. Yeah.
The dead one, yeah.
Okay, so you shoot it into it, but the other shark's still attached to it and tearing off its flesh, and you go to pull on the line, and the arrow just kind of pops back out. And you're able to recover the arrow, but it doesn't pull the shark with it.
I tried. I just take my arrow back off and say, well, I guess we're not eating tonight.
Yeah, well, you guys do have some
I know.
supplies from,
I
but
know.
not shark.
I'm
You
just
guys
trying to
can
make
have-
like a little bit of a spectacle in front of the pirates.
Yeah, the pirates are like, oh well, you gave it a good shot. Yeah, well.
Got a full crew now.
I just look at them and say, sorry, no food tonight.
Oh shit. Well, that's all right. At least we're not dead. Okay, I'm naming the pirates now because you
Wait,
also
we
named
named
them.
them.
Yeah.
What did you name them?
Stinky Swinky
Okay,
Ball
so-
Sack.
Stinky sweaty ball sack. Oh my god. Yes.
All right. So we got Tico, Stinko, Sweato, and Bolio
Volio.
Hello. Balzo.
because they're kind of Australian pirates now.
It's a-
Perfect.
Go man the cannons.
We've never fired cannons before, so we're not really
Go
sure.
man the sails.
All right, fair enough. And you go and they go off and they're like shouting at each other and just being fucking idiots and just
They're
slapping each other.
Sweato.
Like Tico trips a little bit and Ballsack just goes slap. And he's like, "Get the fuck up, Tico! Come on, you don't want to fucking feud. God damn it!" And he's like, "All right, Ballio, fuck, all right, mate, all right." And he's like pulling the sails. And... all right, cool. So,
Have gives each of them their own bottle of liquor as a reward for joining her.
we got the rewards already. Fucking perfect. All right, we're not dead, and we get liquor. And they just get liquored up really fast.
Yeah, we
And they're
all
just
say
like-
cheers and we all get drunk together.
Perfect. Okay, so that's day one.
Sweet.
Great day one, guys.
God damn it.
Great day one. We have a full crew now, so we can turn and shoot. This is great.
You do not have a full crew. A full crew is
No,
40.
absolutely not.
We have a few more.
Wait, we have all our spaces filled though, so we could technically turn and shoot, could we not?
Nope.
No.
You guys were just barely managing to keep your sails and the helm all under wraps. You're
It's a
okay
little
at it
easier
now. The only way for you to be able to sail and shoot is to have a full crew. A full crew of a brigantine is 40.
Bullshit.
Yeah, 42. What is it? 100? 100 passengers?
Keep hiring pirates that we
you
murder.
have up to 100 passengers, but yeah, a full manned crew of 40 is what you need to fire all the cannons, manage all the sails, manage the helm, and have everything running smoothly.
So at this
Oh,
point,
this
we
is the
have
game plan.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8
At this,
plus 4.
yeah.
So we have 12.
Oh,
yeah, at this
12
point,
out of 40.
Joji goes down and can actually relieve himself off of the sail duty and goes back to actually making food as a cook, so you guys can actually have food. Because he was manning the sails too, so he was like, I'm not really sure when we're gonna eat. So yeah. So you guys have acquired 4 new friends.
so this is the game plan. Whenever someone attacks, we kill half of their party and hire the other half.
Yeah.
As long as
sure.
fucking Profugo
starts
goddamn
being
natural
like-
20s with your enemy.
Yeah.
Motivational speaker.
Fine,
I go and
guess, right?
fluff his collar a little bit and get the dust off of it.
I pat
Like,
my-
just
Get,
keep
like,
doing
clean
that,
his
Bard.
eyebrows.
Just keep doing that.
Tabe says, "Good job."
You should
You-
multi-class
Yeah.
bard.
Maybe you should multi-class bard. That would be.
Like,
That'd be really funny.
You would be. I would allow multi-classing of bard because like you're
Pally
Twice
bard.
good
now.
with your words. Yeah, pally bard.
Oh my gosh.
That sounds
Can I throw
OP.
my naked
Cruiser.
bait into the water?
What's that?
I cut up one of the dead pirates and like tie it to one of his arms to like a piece of rope and throw it in the water.
What the
You go-
fuck?
You going
fishing?
fishing for shark?
He's going chumming.
Yes, sir.
Okay, go ahead and give me a survival check.
We're good.
Yeah, you're able to you eventually feel like a tug and it pulls up and you give me a strength check as you feel it kind of like, oh shit, okay, all right, here we go. Yeah, you're able to pull in and land about a 4-foot long reef shark.
I punch it.
Sweet.
I'm gonna yell to the chat. I'm like, dinner's here.
Ohkee comes up and just punches it in the head and just like kills it.
Revenge.
Ohkee, you still have these massive 2 gaping like wounds on your legs that have like you're kind of fucked up. Like
Satora's mending them. Satora's using one of the medicinal pouches to mend it.
Make sure they leave a scar. Scars tell stories.
Yeah, you got these really cool like half ring like shark tooth scars on your legs now after it's like fully healed up. Okay,
Roll
just
medicine,
barely.
I guess.
Just barely. Yep.
Okay.
So DC is 10. So yeah, you're able to
Struggling
kind of
a little bit every time I put the antiseptic on.
yeah, you're it hurts a fucking lot, it stings like a bitch, but you're able to kind of stop the bleeding and eventually the healing process begins and
Ohkee deserves that.
Okay, cool. So that was your first day. Everyone can go ahead and rest as it goes into nighttime. You guys make Tico, Stinky, Sweaty, and Ballo stay up and man the sails along with Yilson, who kind of supervises them in the night. You guys sleep, and you make it to the dawn of your next day. The next day, you guys find yourself over at Dead Man's Pass. You guys are passing the lighthouse. At this point, you guys look over and you can see Altadine's lighthouse on the top and the steep rocky cliffside and jagged rocks of Dead Man's Pass. And you guys keep sailing right fucking by it.
Bitch.
I'd like whoever is manning the helm to roll me another encounter check, please.
That would be me.
We long rested tonight.
Yes, you guys all long rested in the night.
I spent half my
Right.
rest reading one of my books. I'll tell you which one right now.
Okay, make the checks, and you have the DCs for those, don't you?
Yes, you.
Okay.
give
I'm
it to me.
Ohkee's meditating on the bow.
Okay.
Wait, what the
Tabe,
fuck?
you rolling encounters?
Which one was it again? Plus
It's
what?
it's a
D8.
2 D8s.
Oh, 2d8.
Okay, I'm reading Wilderness Medicine. Actually, I don't have a DC for that. It just says 3 successful reads with a medicine check of 15. Oh, that is the DC. Lol.
Yeah, that's the DC.
Oh,
that's
that
the
was
DC.
good this time. Hell yeah.
7 and 8. Okay.
Oh, let's go,
Oh,
Satora.
baby.
So yeah, Satora, you succeed your check. Tabe, in the day, you see you kind of sailing, and another ship is approaching you, coming from the opposite direction. It's a big ship. You call out, you go, ship ahead, and
gonna
Appo,
pull my
look at it
spyglass
with your
and-
spyglass.
I'm gonna look at the sail to see what I see on the sail.
Yeah. Or
okay,
the
go
deck.
ahead and give me a perception check with advantage.
Thank you for the follow.
Ooh. 14.
Okay, you can see a very familiar type of sail. It is a scarab and a crescent moon sail.
Oh,
We're good. Just keep on sailing.
There's another naval ship, and as they kind of as you're passing, they kind of hail you for a second. Do you guys stop?
yes.
Okay, you
Yeah.
guys drop your sails and you pull up to them, and one of the captain of the ship kind of approaches and goes, how are you? We've heard that there's pirates in this area. Can you state your business, please?
We're going to Port Justino to get our ship repaired because it was attacked by pirates.
Oh, I see. I heard about the attacks in Sashi. Are you coming from there?
Yes, we are.
Mm.
Single-handedly held them off.
Yes, we did.
Make a persuasion check. Or deception check, actually, because you're lying. You're not really.
Oh, deception.
With advantage.
Hold on.
No.
I look intimidating up here at the captains.
Well, you're not making an intimidation check, so.
Come on, man.
Wait, so that was.
If,
That was
if
the
you'd
wrong
like
one.
to say anything else to add.
No, I'm just standing there looking intimidated.
We held them off.
Okay, wait, so who. Okay.
I
So he
said that
goes,
we
he
were
goes.
we single-handedly held them off, which is in truth true
Okay, that's.
for about
Okay.
half the battle.
He goes, well, that's very impressive. It seems like your ship has incurred a little bit of damage. You wouldn't happen to have run into Captain Taro, would you?
I'll pull out the roll with the seal. Say he gave me this, and we're giving it to their higher ups in Marta. So
Okay, do you let him read it?
Will that break the seal?
No, the seal was at the bottom where he signed.
Oh yeah, I'll let him read it.
So he reads and he goes, oh, well, you were telling the truth.
Yeah.
He rolls
See?
it back up, hands it back, and he goes, well, good for you. The seas are safer because of you. The Navy salutes you.
I give him a salute. Just like, yep.
He salutes you back. He goes, well, we wish you luck on your voyages. We're reporting down to Sashi to provide backup.
They don't
And-
need any backup. We
They might
already
need
protected
backup
them.
depending on the pirates.
Tave.
still, though,
Yeah, there's
because
more
they
pirates
have
out
there.
pirates
He
coming.
goes, we heard that Captain Taro had some losses and we're going to bring some supplies to the town and bolster their numbers. And he goes, good day. And he
Yeah.
ports back over to his ship. Sails go on, and he takes off. They go heading back west. You guys keep heading east. All right,
Guess
that's
they
another
do need supplies.
that's another full day. Anything else you guys would like to do in the night, or we'll roll for the next day?
Read my books.
Prosciutto
Okay,
would like
go ahead
to
and
go
make your
fishing
attack.
again.
Rolls. Prosciutto, go ahead and give me a survival check.
Your name
I was
is just
gonna-
Prosciutto now. It's not Profugo.
Appo's gonna look at
Where's
his
the
his
Feel like
compass.
Satora, you get a little seasick while you're trying to read in your cabin, and so you're like, oh,
I gotta go back up. I
You
go back
bark
up.
on your book.
No,
Oh, yeah,
I
you-
go back upstairs. That's a 1.
you go back up to the top, and you're like, oh, man, being on a boat's weird, like really
I don't
weird.
like it.
Oh,
I
You don't like
this.
Yeah. Profugo, you have some luck fishing. You catch a few small little reef fish, but nothing crazy. But you helps pass the time, and you kind of lazily just kind of tossing it out and catching a few things.
Appo's gonna look at his compass and to see.
Okay, you're like wearing your tracks into the decks of the ship. It's like
Jesus.
and like you're kind of busting through, and like you'll knock over like Tico at one point. He's like, oh fuck! I mean, good job sprinting. You keep it in shape. Yeah, your muscles are looking real good. You're looking really, really good. He's like, I saw what you did to my friend. I don't want that. And he goes back to the sails.
Are we pointing in the same direction as my compass is? The way?
Let me check the map.
I think we are.
The compass when you were in Sashi was pointing
Northeast.
northeast.
Yeah.
It's pointing more like just straight north now.
More straight north now. Okay.
Okay. Anything else you guys like to do for the day, or we can go to next day.
I get drunk with my new pirate friends.
All right. Yeah. How many bottles would you like to open in the night?
7.
One each. So
One
5.
each.
Wimp.
All right. Cool.
These are bottles of 40% liquor. That shit
40.
is not weak.
Go ahead and give me just like a Constitution saving throw.
Oh god.
This is gonna be drunk.
Yilson goes, sees you with the bottles, looking longingly over at your new pirate friends, and he takes over the helmet and goes, don't worry, Captain, I've got it. And takes over and mans the helm as well, as he is the person with the next amount of experience.
Tabe
Tell
just
me.
nods at him like she expected him to go for that already.
You're a couple of
Yeah,
days
obviously.
you're a couple of days at sea. The rocking and everything, the liquor has a bit more of an effect with you now than it did back in Sashi. And you and Tico, Sweaty, Stinky, and Bolo all get super fucking hammered all night. You all end up puking all over the deck and passing out just on the deck at night. Everyone, you guys, Tabe, you take a point of exhaustion in the night.
Another one.
You
Isn't
don't-
that Oh,
Well,
it's
you've rested since then, so you take
okay,
you're now at 1 point of exhaustion, and the rest of the guy. Day 3 comes around. You guys all wake up and you go upstairs and you see like half your crew just like just super drunk, laying there on the deck.
Tabe gets up. She says, "Oh my god, you guys vomited all over the ship. Clean this shit up."
They go, "Oh, Roy, fucking sorry," and they begin to scrub the deck and everything else. And
She nods and walks back over to the helm.
cool. All right. And as you take the helm, groggy and tired, I would like you to roll me another survival check, not with advantage.
A survival check?
Oh, no, a D8. Sorry, an
Encounter.
encounter check.
Ooh, 47.
8.
Okay, so I need to change the music here.
Oh
Are
no.
we there yet?
Nope, you're about halfway there.
Fuck.
Can we be there? Sorry, it gets
Welcome to
increasingly
Live on the
whiny.
Ocean.
So, you guys are all kind of rounding around the southern section of Sandback Island. The island itself is large mountainous terrain that kind of sticks up, clouds kind of covering most of the tops of the mountains, and you're at sea and you can see it, and you kind of turn to look over towards the west, and you see large, dark, tumultuous clouds forming.
Near Shipwreck
Storm.
Cove.
No, you guys have already passed Dead
Oh,
Man's
we
Pass.
passed it already.
But you're not past Shipwreck Cove. You're kind of just about to crest
Oh, okay.
where Shipwreck Cove is.
Holy crap.
So it's like it is on the map with the clouds.
Yep.
Okay. It's just stormy as fuck. Oh
Yep.
But
boy.
are you still drunk right now?
Drunk at all times, motherfucker.
Pretty
Well,
Jack
hungover.
Sparrow, basically.
Working some
Yeah,
hair
like
on.
literally the female version of Jack Sparrow.
The
Well, gonna-
wind picks up really quickly, and the clouds kind of pass over the sun as the world around you darkens a bunch, and you see lightning kind of thundering through the clouds. Just and the wind picks up, the seas begin to pick up, and your ship, with its okay patch job, begins to enter this large storm.
I was gonna
East.
basically sort
Let's
of
go east.
kindly off the wheels say, I got this.
Yeah.
No,
and
motherfucker,
then take
we're
the wheel
going
from her.
east. We're
Appo,
going
gust of wind
south.
us out of here!
Hell no.
The storm?
I ain't
That's not gonna
releasing
do
the
anything.
wheel.
Have you ever played
Hell
Wind
no.
Waker or Breath of the Wild? Just
I can do it for
Okay.
10 minutes, that's it.
So as the storm kind of
Man.
builds and you guys enter into it, as you're going northeast around Sandback
East.
Island, you guys keep pushing east to try to push your way out of the storm. I would like everyone who is manning the sails to roll a strength saving throw, and those who are manning the helm and helping Tave, roll me a dexterity saving throw.
I have to roll.
I'll help with
Thank
the helm.
Yeah, I'm on that helm.
Fail.
Well, okay, there can't be 4 people on the helm.
No.
Well, I was already on the helm, trying to fight her for a wheel, so.
Yeah, fuck no, fuck you.
What's your dexterity?
What,
Mine's
mine?
+7.
So
Okay,
Appo,
fair.
you're,
Okay,
you're
I'll
shoving,
be
you're
helping
shoving
the sails.
Wilson out.
I mean, she says fuck no, so it's like, fine, I'll just help you then.
Helping who?
I'm helping Tave with the wheel. Fuck, really?
Okay.
No,
Get that
I'm
plus
not.
7, dude.
My
So you go up there and Yilson goes, "No, please allow me to assist the captain." And he kind of pushes you out of the way and steps in, and he goes for the wheel as well. Tave, your essentially 2 second mates are fighting over the wheel to help you.
With
God damn it.
Listen,
Popular, aren't you?
Get the fuck off my wheel!
Okay, so Tave, go ahead and make me a dexterity saving throw.
Hell yeah, bitch!
You shove them both off, and you grab the wheel and you muscle it through the storm. Whoever is helping with
Fuck
the
out of
sails.
here! My
Everyone-
wheel, bitch!
So Ohkee, Satora, Profugo, strength saving throws to help with the sails. Are you guys keeping the sails up, or are you dropping the sails?
We should probably drop them.
No,
Drop,
keep them up. So
drop,
that
drop,
no,
drop. No. When
Drop
you're in a
will
storm,
re-rip.
you don't fucking
You
keep
drop
the
them,
sails
I'm
up.
pretty sure.
you furl them so they're up.
Yeah.
If you drop them, they'll be unfurled, which means
Well,
they'll
yeah,
rip in the
dropped
wind.
as in furled. That's what I meant.
So they're furled.
Yeah, so you guys put the sails up. So strength saving throws, guys, as you wrestle with the sails to try to put them away before they rip.
Oh, that was almost a natural 20. That would be great.
Okay, the 2 pretty good. Okay, nice. You guys all kind of coordinated, begin to mess with the sails, and you're able to pull them up. I'm gonna roll for the Stinky Boys, see if they are able to do their section of the sails.
Stinky boys, I like it.
Stinky squad.
Only one.
They're having a little trouble. They're all really, really fucking hungover from the night before, and they're like, oh fuck you, fucking Tico, goddammit, get on this fucking. He's like, fuck you, Porto, get off my fucking rope, and they're like just arguing and pushing each other back and forth. Is anyone going to go help them?
Yes, I'd like to go help.
Satora
Okay,
sees them and
Profugo.
goes.
Okay,
Oh,
Profugo and Satora goes up. Alright, go ahead and roll me strength saving throws as well. Nice.
Stinky, you idiot! Follow! Get the fuck over here!
They're like, oh, fucking sorry, mate, sorry, goddammit, and they're like slipping in their own puke a little bit, and like and you guys eventually manage to get
No,
the
they
sail.
cleaned it.
All right, they cleaned it. Well, they puked a little bit when the storm picked up. It's really, really choppy, and they're like, oh, fucking, oh, god damn it, fucking. And they're able to get you guys are able to get the sails up.
What were you doing last? Never mind.
Okay, so as the storm progresses on, I need you guys. It goes on for about another hour, hour and a half, 2 hours. You guys see the edge of the storm kind of in the distance, and you're making your way as far as you can that way. I need Tave to give me another dexterity saving throw, and everyone else are you guys gonna grab oars?
You mean an encounter or a dex?
I'd love to go rowing.
Yeah, so everyone else make strength saving throws. Tave, dexterity saving throw. To see if you guys, this is final check to get out of the storm.
10.
Nice. Okay, so Appo and Satora, you guys go down below deck where the oars are, and you see Ohkee and Profugo kind of both take a side and they begin to row. And you guys grab the oars and try to help, and you're kind of getting dragged along with them as they're rowing.
I get Chiipi on this shit. Chiipi's helping me with my oar. We're like,
Yeah, and Ohkee and Profugo are like, and you guys are able to kind of steer the ship and push it out of the storm. Good job.
Good job, everybody.
Okay. Row your boat.
Oh my god.
heavy metal version. Extra screamo.
Row your boat.
Oh, row.
Okay. So, next day rolls around after you guys the whole ship is just soaking wet. Everything. Like, your past job has kept you afloat. It doesn't really seal out water. You guys are wet, soaking wet, tired. The next day approaches. The sun kind of comes back out, and you're kind of north of Shipwreck Cove at this point. I'd like you guys to give me one more survival check.
Survival?
Sorry,
the D8 encounter, yeah.
Encounter check, yeah. Before you're back into.
What are we rolling?
Just me.
She's rolling D8.
5 and 7.
Man, what is that? 7?
Nice. So, as you are approaching the northern tip of Sandback Island, you see another couple of ships approaching you off the northern section, and give me a perception check, Appo, who is sitting in the crow's nest.
With advantage with your spyglass.
With advantage.
Nice.
Okay. So you see the ships, and they are very big ships. They are at the smallest galleons. There's probably 2 man-of-wars and a galleon. And you look over to the left, and you see on this kind of hillside is a large fort that's built up. You guys are approaching Fort Hammerhead at Sandback Island.
Cool.
And that's a Navy-controlled
I'll
fort,
yell down.
correct?
That is a naval-controlled fort.
Is
They-
Yell
it,
down.
is
the
it
ship-
on Shipwreck Cove?
No, you're north of Shipwreck Cove at this
Oh,
point.
right. I see it on the map. Okay.
Yep, you guys are approaching Fort Hammerhead, kind of between Fort Hammerhead and Skip Island. And one of the galleons fires a shot, not anywhere in your direction, but just to get your attention. And they make their way towards your boat. Do you guys lower your sails or fill your sails?
Yes.
Well, yes. Unfurl.
Yep.
So they can see our beautiful drawing of drips.
Oh, so you're dropping your sails.
Yes.
Okay. Well, that's not what they're asking you to do. But
Whatever is to stop, basically.
they're asking you to stop.
We can fucking put an anchor down and drop our sails so they can see our wonderful drawing.
No, because it's gonna drip.
I'm just kidding. we
Yeah,
have a
let's say-
flag with drips on it, don't we?
Yeah, you guys have a flag that's flying
We
with
have a
drips
flag
of
with
So
space.
drips.
yeah, so we'll just leave our sails furled and show them our beautiful little flag. They can see
Okay, cool.
drips.
Yep.
With the
Ohkee's like,
like a freaking football
Yeah.
mascot.
yeah. So the two men of war stay back, and the galleon approaches and comes up aside of you, and there is a massive Goliath captain who approaches the bow of the ship. He probably stands 10 feet tall.
Walk up to him.
The
He
bow
has
of his ship or the bow of our ship?
the deck of his ship. He's come up alongside of you, and he's probably another 10, 15 feet higher on a deck above you, and he's looking down. at your
Tabe
ship.
walks over to where he is and stares up at him defiantly with her hands on her hips.
He goes,
We'll stand next to her.
Yeah.
State your business. You are going into Navy-controlled waters.
Whisper to
Listen,
Tabe, say, be
buddy.
kind.
We just defended one of your fishing villages from pirates with the help of your navy, and we're on our way to Port Giustino to get our ship repaired. With literal, what's it called? Consent from, what's his name? What's that guy?
Captain Taro, I pull out my scroll again with the letter saying
Appo
we have
just shyly waves it.
This guy.
this guy.
And hand him the scroll so he can read it.
Okay. So he looks down at the scroll and just kind of takes one step forward and just drops. And he stands at least 3 feet higher than you, Tabe. And he kind of holds his hand out and he goes,
Allow me to see.
It's over.
She kind of likes him, so she flirts with him a little bit and hands him the scroll.
he goes,
I am Captain Took.
Took? T-O-O-K.
Took.
I like that name.
You
That's
take
my
things for a
favorite name.
living?
and he goes,
I am with the Unified Southern Control Navy.
and he kind of opens up and reads it. And kind of whoosh, snaps shut, and he hands it back to you and he goes,
It seems that you are correct in aiding us in the pirate incursion to the south.
Yep.
For this,
Yep,
the
yep.
Navy thanks you and allows you to grant passageway through the blockade toll-free.
Tavi
Have,
goes,
like, a
"Oh,
flag
thank
that-
you."
You have like some sort of symbol so we don't have to keep doing this all the time, that we can
He
just,
looks at
you know,
you.
Drips. All we
He
have
looks
is
at
drips.
you and he goes,
No.
oh shit. And then Appa will about face and just sort of saunter away.
he goes,
We grant you free passage this one time for aiding the Navy in their actions against the pirates. If you wish to seek further alliances with the Navy, I suggest you head to Marda, to where our battalion is located.
Who do we talk to there in order to acquire said advantage?
he goes,
Well, the commanding
I guess what are they called? Admiral.
The
essentially.
Admiral, yeah.
Yeah, the Admiral.
You gotta make him a name.
Yes.
Boji,
Admiral Morogal is stationed.
Ooh, I like that.
He would be the one you'd want to talk to.
Morogal. Cool.
And that's Morraghal.
Oh, I did. Cool. Got it. Thanks.
He goes
GH what?
AL. Morraghal.
Okay.
He goes,
We shall allow you passageway.
and then he just literally turns around and just like reaches one hand up and just whoom, and pulls himself back up onto his ship. Sails unfurl, and he goes and he leaves. He just is like,
Tavi says, "My name's Tavi. If you ever want to hang out sometime."
there's no response. He's pretty.
What a fucking jack.
I mean, he's back already on his ship. He can't hear you.
She spits at him because he
That's
can't hear
great
him.
as fuck.
Yep. Okay, so the two
First grade.
man of war slowly begin to part their ways, and you guys make your passageway through Hammerhead, around Fort Hammerhead, and you guys can from where you can see, you looking up at the fort. There are just fucking massive anti-ship guns just stationed on this thing. Like they resemble the kind of the ship chummers that you're used to from Sabal's ship, but like maybe even a little bit bigger. Like they are fucking massive. Like you see why the Navy controls this area, because it's very safe for miles around because these guns can fire a long way.
Appo shudders a little bit when he sees them.
Yeah, I mean they've got two man of wars, however many galleons, and giant artillery pieces on this hillside. So you guys are sailing back into completely Navy-controlled waters. No more survival checks. You guys pass another day, if you like. Anything else to do within the ship? Or we can just cut to when you guys approach Port Justino.
We'll clean up all the vomit. What's his name will cook us a nice meal.
Yeah, Joji is a pretty
We'll
good
not
ship.
get too drunk. We'll get mildly drunk so we're not hungover. That type of thing.
At this point, Profugo, Joji has come up on deck and he's like, "All right, laddie, I've seen you've been fishing here a bunch. Do you think you might be able to catch me something for supper?"
Absolutely.
And you throw it in there, and you kind of sit there, and he kind of sits patiently. He's got a bit of an ale in his hand, and he kind of sips it, and you get a bite, and you're able to catch this long, kind of very sport fish style, almost like a sailfish. That's got this really big, large fin and one on the bottom, and it's very thin, bluish green colored scales. And he goes,
Sorry,
"Oh,
just a minute.
very nice, very nice. You mind if I have that?"
Just nod and throw it to him.
All right, he takes it, and in a swift moment, he takes his tankard, drains it, and just boing, hits the fish on the head to kill it, and takes it downstairs. And you guys eventually hear the bell, and you guys all ascend down into the galley, and you guys have plenty of booze, so ale is poured all the way around. You guys all enjoy this like wonderful like seared kind of citrus fish dish with a little bit of like rice and kind of Mediterranean style herbs, and you guys all enjoy this last meal before pulling into the port. You guys see the port kind of off in the distance, the lights shimmering on the coastline. Is there anything else you guys like to do on your last night?
I'm gonna walk up to Yilson actually.
Okay. He is manning the helm while you guys were eating dinner.
I'll walk up to him and say, "What's your plan once we get to Justino?"
He goes, "Well, my entire vessel was lost in the storm, as you are well aware.
Mm-hmm.
I have nothing. I have no way of getting back to Taldore, and I have no money. So my plan so far is to work for you on the ship until something else might come along. But for now, I'm seeing it very profitable for myself and Joji to be here rather than in a cage somewhere. And while we are learning this new land, we would like to stay here and work on the ship for you."
I'd say you'd be more than welcome here. In fact, I mean, there's us being wonderful adventurers that we are, there may be a time when we leave the ship for a long, lengthy portion of time. So, I mean, if you would want to stay indefinitely, we'd be happy to have you.
He kind of looks around and he goes, "Well,
We're gonna get it repaired, so it'll be a better ship."
Oh, of course, right." He kind of looks at the rest of the crew and he looks at the Stinky Boys, and he goes, "Well, I'm not one to complain about the hired help, but especially because they are so cheap. But if it's just me and Joji, I'm sure we could whip these boys into shape. But we might require a few more hands to make the ship sailable without you in your presence."
Definitely.
He says, "I'd be happy to look after the ship in your absence if you can help supply me with a crew when you're not here, as well as enough golden wages to cover them for however long you're gone."
Sounds good.
He goes, "Well, all right then. I much appreciate it." And he kind of bows his, his head and,
And then I'm
turns
just gonna
back
go
to the helm.
back up to the crow's nest just to hang out and look around. And
Okay,
stuff.
great. All right.
That's
The next-
it.
The next morning, you guys all wake up as you guys are kind of coming up the coastline ever so slowly, and are kind of coming down into the northern section of Tidewater Bay. And you see large docks all set in rows as you guys begin to pull yourself into Port Jolstino. And kind of off to the side as you are entering the port, you see these massive dry docks where probably about half a dozen boats are being built at the same time, ranging different sizes from, small fishing ships to larger galleons for the Navy. But this massive shipyard kind of extends up the coastline, and you guys all pull into dock. And there are probably anywhere between 20 to 30 ships also in port as well. The Port Jostino is a much, much larger city than Zashi was. It's one of the biggest ports on this coastline here. And you kind of take a look of the city. Like everybody give me perception checks as you guys all kind of pull into dock.
Okay.
Okay. Cool.
Excellent job, guys.
Let me pull it up here. Okay. So Satora and Appo, and no, not Appo. Sorry, Satora and Talo. So Port Jostino, you guys kind of look over. You see the big dry dock. You also see kind of on the coastline, further to the south, is towering kind of up over, which is easy to see from sea level, are these massive trees that form a giant jungle that extends kind of out of sight down to the south. You pull into the port, and you see that everything is built out of this one specific type of wood. And the wood is kind of a deep, almost like onyx black color with these streaks of marbling of white that wrap themselves kind of smattering through the wood. And it's like very, very beautiful and ornate and smooth, and even some of the boats are being built out of this type of wood. And you see that many of the buildings here, as this is a much more economic area, are not like the kind of single squat fisherman village of Zashi. They are much more intricately carved and crafted. There's a higher level of architecture and carpentry, kind of large columns and large kind of porches and balconies on a lot of these buildings. You see many more two-story buildings than you did in Zashi, and they're all built out of this beautiful marbled dark wood. And there are all these oil lanterns that are hung kind of all throughout the city that kind of reflect off of it and give it this warm glow. And you pull into port, and you tie off the dock of the ship. Welcome to Port Jolstino.
Satora goes up to Tabe and kind of like gently grabs her forearm and says, "We must go see the guild. I have something that I must go ask them."
Go find someone to repair a ship.
You mean the Guild of Altarin?
Well, I don't know. Is the Arcanon Collective in Port Justine?
Oh, they're in Rahoon al Bahar.
Yeah, no,
Wait,
I'm talking about the guild with Weldon. The Weldon Guild.
Oh, the Merchants Grotto Guild.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, sounds good to me.
So as you guys are kind of talking about this, pretty promptly, a dwarf is walking up to your ship as well. Which just seems like a lot of the Merchants Grotto Guild happen to be dwarves. But a dwarf is approaching you, and he goes, all right then, you've got your papers.
Bruce?
We show him the scroll that was given to us.
For the ship. Oh, and he looks at it, reads it, and he goes, all right, I guess this will have to do. It's orders from the Navy. He rolls
You
back
can
up
keep
into
that,
the
by the
bag.
way. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, and he writes it down, and he goes, welcome to Port Justino. My name is Tabard, if you need any help with anything.
Where would I go to find somebody to help repair a ship?
Well, that'll be right here with me. I'm the dockmaster.
Perfect. We need to have a conversation.
How much?
He goes, it appears like it's your ship. It looks like it's seen better days. From this document here, it seems like you're in a bit of a pirate scuffle down here from the south.
Yeah.
Is that right? Well, nasty business from pirates. We've heard a lot about them. We've heard a lot of repairs. Ships go missing. So, you're looking to get your ship repaired, eh?
What's the estimate for a fully functioning? I mean, I wouldn't say like brand spanking new, but like sturdily functioning brigantines. What we have, I believe. Yeah, brigantine.
Brigantine, yeah. He goes, well, you might have to give me about an hour or two to kind of do a once over of the ship and kind of appraise you for the damages. Is that all right?
Yeah, that
Alright,
sounds fine.
He goes, all right, I'll get one of my boys to check it out. In the meantime, if you're docking here, you're going to have to pay your docking fees.
How much is that?
It's 5 silver a night.
I'll give him 5.
Profugo would like to try to talk him down from the price from 5 to 3 silver.
Okay, what do you say?
Jeez.
Listen, buddy, we're here on orders from the Navy. We just saved the town. Give us a cheaper price. Our ship's already beaten up. We're giving you money for the ship. Come on, man.
Okay, go ahead and give me a persuasion check. Nice. He goes, you're right. Yeah, that's fair enough. You're with the Navy. Don't want to keep them angry. They're our biggest customers. He goes, all right, 3 silver a night it is, and we'll look at the repairs on your ship, and we'll see if we can get you patched up.
Tabe gives him 3 for the first night and 3 for the second night.
Okay, go ahead and mark off 6 silver for 2 nights worth of stay.
Got it.
And someone on your guys' end keep track of how many nights you're paying for.
I'll
'Cause I
keep
have-
track.
Got it.
Stuff I'm keeping track of right here. Okay, so I don't have a map yet for Port Justino because you guys got here.
Sorry, I didn't realize you were gonna get here so fast.
It's fine. I didn't think you guys were gonna get here today either. But what I can tell you is, let's see here. There is a dockmaster's office, a general store. There is a small naval outpost. There's 2 inns, an apothecary/alchemy shop,
I'm going there.
and an office to a merchant's grotto guild.
Is there any kind of place for armory?
Armor anywhere?
Yeah, there will be a smithy. Not.
I'm gonna go there.
Okay.
So I'm gonna follow Appo.
So we'll go Profugo and Appo first to the armory. You guys go over and I'm making notes too as we go. You guys are seeing full 100% winging it DM right here.
Fuck yeah, brother.
Oh, that's how D&D goes.
Okay, Connor. I think I might go to the apothecary before the merchant's grotto. Just to
Okay.
make it easier.
So you guys walk in and it's strange. It's a creature you've never really seen before. You're not exactly sure what it is. It appears to be a male, tall, slender, probably about 10 feet tall, with kind of long, droopy ears and kind of a gentle-looking face, and he's kind of got a thick leather apron on, and just ting, ting, ting.
Droopy ears like
I-
Dumbo, or
Excuse me.
like droopy
No,
ears
not
like
for
Buddha?
us.
You're not there, so you have no idea.
Yeah, not you.
Come on,
I-
man.
No.
I yell and I say, "Excuse me.
And he kind of turns around and goes, "Oh, hi.
Hey, do you fix, repair, and repair armor?"
Um,
Can you make like adaptations to armor?
Let me think about that.
He's a
for
sloth.
So give me an intelligence check or a wisdom check. Appo or Profugo.
I'll do it. Okay.
Okay. Wisdom?
Oh my gosh, he's a fucking sloth. Add 1 to this.
Okay. You know of a race called a furbolg? Yeah, Profugo too.
my
You're like I think this guy's a fucking furbolg.
Basically, yes, basically.
Basically
You're a
like
sloth.
basically like I slept with, and he goes,
Sloth.
it depends on the amount of damage that's to the armor.
I'm gonna pull out the studded leather armor I got like the first day when I killed that pirate, and say, "Can you fix this?" And then add some like bandolier bolt slots on the front. You know, so I can have
He goes,
bolt.
"Oh, well, that's not metal."
Do you know who would be able to fix this? Timely
Hey.
fact.
And he thinks about it. And he
Would
goes,
like begins to softly tap his foot to the ground.
he's like thinking, and he goes, "Oh, well, what's your name?"
Olios.
Apolios. Nice to meet you. I'm Brian.
Ryan.
Brian!
Okay. Alright.
And he goes, "Oh, well, there's a tanner in town. You might be able to go by there."
You point me in his direction.
He kind of like gestures like vaguely in a direction.
Alright, then I'm gonna say, I'll wait for Profugo to finish, and then I guess I'll go to the tanner.
Okay. Profugo. You're kind of standing there as this whole exchange is happening. You're just kind of like, "Oh, yeah."
Can I ask him if I want to ask this guy, hey, buddy, Mr. Slow, do you have any
My name's Brian.
to Brian, do you have any
Yep. What's your name, friend?
It's Brian?
What's your name, friend?
My name is not important, it's Profugo. Now, do you
Oh,
have
nice
any-
to meet you, not important, Profugo. I'm Brian. And
Brian,
he's kind of like, tink, tink. And you can see him though, like underneath like his like dopey exterior, he's fucking ripped. Like he has massive shoulders and arms. Like he definitely is good at what he does. Might be a little slow upstairs.
I
God.
like just kind of slowly take out my great axe and like gesture it towards him and say, "Can you make this better?"
He goes, "Oh, well, that's a pretty fine piece of equipment there. I might be able to kind of clean it up and sharpen it for you, but I don't know if I can do much to improve it." So essentially, mechanically speaking, in order to kind of make weapons better, I mean, like, unless you're trying to like silver coat it or like make it out of adamantine or mithril, normal basic weapons can't be really improved unless you enchant them.
Gotcha.
So if you're looking for like a +1, you have to take that to apply to an enchanter. If you want to try to look like, you could probably get it silver coated, or you could probably try to find mithril or adamantine, but that's pretty rare shit. So he's like, well, I can sharpen it, clean it up for you, make it look real nice, make some little personalized etching on the blade, kind of give it some character, you know. Oh, I'll take good care of it, you know.
Can I ask him to etch in the Drips logo on there for me, please?
Oh, sure, yeah. You produce like a picture of like the Drips logo. Becca, at this point, I expect you to make a pretty dope ass Drips logo, okay?
Another? Wait, really?
Well, just like just make a.
Oh, just go ahead and draw a dope ass Drips logo.
Well, no, like whenever you have some time, whenever you have some time. You know?
All right.
Yeah, whenever you got whenever
I
you got
have
some free
I have
time.
to draw the insignia for Tabe's fleet anyway.
Yeah, so whenever you get some free time, just kind of
You got
make
it.
a last Drips
My
logo.
due
if you
date
guys
is
want.
next Tuesday.
Your due date is next Tuesday.
How much is he gonna charge me?
He goes, oh, for the inscription, I'll charge you. And he's like counting on his finger. Oh, 6 silver.
Tell him I'll pay for it if he throws in 2 javelins. Persuade him. Say, listen, I don't have a lot of time. I don't have a lot of money. I want 2 javelins. I'll give you 7 for 2 javelins in if you hatch this thing.
Okay, yeah, give me a persuasion check. He goes, oh, no, javelin, sorry. They're a bit more expensive. The Navy needs them. If you want me to throw in 2 javelins, it'll be 9 silver.
Appo walks up and gives him.
Pay him the 9 silver.
Okay, you pay him 9 silver. Okay, yeah, he goes, come back tomorrow. I should have it all done for you.
Tomorrow, can I try to intimidate him to get it done tonight?
I need it tonight.
So mean, you know?
What are you saying to try to intimidate him?
I'm not gonna fight anybody anytime soon.
Here, sloth man. I don't have any time to waste, alright, motherfucker? I need it as soon as I can get it. I think you're a nice guy, but don't waste my time here, buddy, okay?
Alright, give me an intimidation check. He goes, look, man, if this is not the kind of business that you're looking for, you can take your business elsewhere. I'll try and have it done for you by tonight, but I can't make any promises. The Navy's got a big shipment that I gotta get done. You can check back here tonight and see, but if not, it's gonna have to be in the morning. Sorry.
That's okay, buddies. I'm sorry I got mad. Here, take the gold. Silver.
Okay, you hand him 9 silver?
Yeah.
Okay, he goes, all right, just so we're in understanding. And he like takes it over and he takes your sword and he, clears his workbench and pulls out his axe and he begins to kind of start the inscription on process. Okay. Appo.
I'm walking to the tanner.
Okay, you go into the tanner and it's this kind of like on the far side of town, kind of closer to the jungle, and you walk in and there. Let's see. Creation time. Oh, perfect. Okay. All right. So you walk in and you see, there is like a human-looking man, and it's like a short, squat building, but you can smell the tannic acid kind of before you even get there, and it's really pungent. And you open the door and you see like all around the store. It's pretty nice on the inside for what it looks like on the outside, but there's a bunch of different heads of like different game animals that are all mounted on the walls.
Jeez.
And you see a man in like a safari outfit with a hat, with a big thick mustache, and he comes out and he's got like his arms rolled up to his sleeves, and you can see that he's been working with like leathers and stuff. He goes, "You all right, mate? Welcome. Can I help you with anything?"
Yeah. I got this armor here that I took off an old friend. I was wondering if you could, fix it up for me and add some sort of places where I can put crossbow bolts in the front, kind of like a bandolier on the front.
All right, there should be no problem. What's your name, friend?
My name's Appo. What's your name?
Appo, nice. My name's Steve.
Steve.
Steve Didgeridoo.
Yes,
he goes, "Oh, this is simple cow leather. You sure you don't want it made from anything else?"
I mean, is there anything better you can make it from?
Well, not necessarily more protection, but way fucking cooler. I've got some swamp gators skin right here. I can make it out of that. Oh, I've got some ibex skin right here. I've got some leopard skin. Wow. Get the ladies with this one.
You got anything that's is like Ocean.
I've got shark skin. Yeah, that's hard to get.
Make it a shark skin. That's
All right, yeah.
Start with the armor. And
It'll cost you a little bit more, but I promise it'll be worth it.
How much we talking?
Okay, with the shark skin and the retrofitting of the bolts, it'll take me a couple of days to get it all sewn together, and kind of fitted for you. It'll cost you 3 gold.
I could do 3 gold.
You won't regret it, my friend. And he looks down and he goes, "You wouldn't happen to know how to use that now, would you?" And he kind of is pointing at your crossbow.
Fuck yeah, I know how to use it.
You seem like an adventurous type. How long are you in town for?
A couple of days. We're doing some things here and there. Why? Why do you ask?
Well, I mean, pardon me for being a bit forward, but it seems like you're a bit of an adventurer, am I right?
I do say so myself.
Well, if you ever have any spare time, and you ever find yourself in the ivory jungle, and you ever come across any rare game animals, I'd pay you for the heads.
Certainly. You got a list of the rare game animals?
Yes, which I will get to you later. But he kind of he's like, yeah, right. So my full name, and people know me in town as the Steve Dundee Didgeridoo, and I'm a bit of a game hunter, and I work with a bunch of rare animals. If you find me these things, I can help give you a discount of cool strapping bits, and I'll pay you for the pelts.
Sounds good.
Miss Hesmet Nesenberry.
And
exactly who that is.
Who?
Hesmet Nezerware, I think it is. It's a World of Warcraft big game hunter. He literally is doing exactly what you do.
He is literally a combination of literally Crocodile Dundee and Sir Hammerlock from Borderlands.
That's okay. That makes sense then. I'm out.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. So I'll give him 3 gold.
Yeah. He goes, "Oh, perfect, mate. Perfect. I'll get this right on you.
How long do you think it'll take?
Give me a day. Come back this time tomorrow, and I'll have this ready for you."
Sweet.
All right, perfect, mate. Great to meet you. See you around. He's like, all right, I got to work, so get out. All right, cool. So you leave the tanner. Anyone else want to do anything else in town?
Nope.
All right, Satora.
Apothecary.
Okay. Oh boy. Whew, flexing the DM muscles today. Okay.
Let's go, baby.
Do your damn job.
Oh boy. Okay. I think I've been doing a pretty good job so far. So.
Yeah, pretty good.
Yeah, it really seems like you planned it.
All right. So you go to the kind of western side of town, also kind of near the jungle side, and you see this really low, squat building that's kind of painted in this weird shade of dark green and browns. And you see it's called the Twisted Mushroom.
Reminds me of my home.
And you open the door, and you see a small figure kind of propped with its feet up behind the desk, and it's kind of flipping through a pamphlet of some kind, and it's got you open up and it goes,
Huh? Well, welcome.
Hello.
Welcome to my shop.
Hello. Hello.
seeing in front of you, there is a very, very elderly looking goblin.
It's oh, I have not seen.
Oh, welcome to my shop. What brings you here?
I would like to discuss something with you. I would like to jog your memory, Elder.
Oh, my memory is as sharp as ever.
Perfect. Do you know of any
What?
herbs of this region that?
What?
So.
What's your name?
Satora's kind of taken aback at this point. She's like, "Oh, Satora."
Oh, I'm Bungie.
Nice to meet you.
Bungie.
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 Nice to meet you.
Bungie.
Bungie.
Nice to meet you too.
And you see, like, he's got like little like thin teeth and like a little wispy beard that kind of comes down and kind of every time he talks, spittle kind of comes out, and his beard's like.
Satora takes out her botanist guide to the Cantol region, and she shows him and asks him.
Oh, you get the botany. Oh, okay.
She asks him, "Oh, do you know of any herbs in the region in this jungle?"
Yeah.
Perfect.
What?
Do you have a list of
What's
these
that?
herbs?
What?
A list?
What?
Do you have a pamphlet?
Oh, a brochure.
A brochure, yes.
Yeah.
Can I have that?
He's like, this is the only copy that I got.
And they say, I would trade you this book for that copy.
It hurts my throat so bad.
He goes, well,
Big meter.
5 gold.
5 gold.
I'm gonna say, this book cost me about 5 gold.
Oh, well, that sucks.
I'm gonna say, well, wouldn't you like a book that has each of the herbs versus a
No,
small
I like
little
the
pamphlet?
pictures.
What?
Yes, it has pictures. And I open the book and show him the book.
Hey, that's mine.
He's like,
Wow, that's very nice, yes.
I'm gonna say, what herbs do you have to offer then?
Oh, lots.
I'm gonna say, can I see them?
he kind of like gestures to the store around him.
And he's
He's
gonna
like,
say,
you look around, it's like very like haphazardly, like there's like no order to it. It's like, you know, some are in jars, some are like placed on like blocks of wood, and like some are like in like little bowls, and you know, you see everything from like liverwort to like blood moss to like stranglethorn to like.
Satora's gonna walk up to each and every one and kind of like point to it with one hand behind her back and be like, "What's this one?" And then it's gonna let him explain it to her.
He takes an excruciatingly long time to go
Satora
through
is
every.
interested. She has spent
You-
hours and hours with the elders of her city, just studying
spend
herbs and like plants and
4
everything.
hours in his shop.
She
4
loves
hours.
it. She loves every single moment of it. Everybody's like, "Where the fuck's Satora?"
Yeah, like gone for like it's like twilight by the time you get back, and he's like,
Well, you know, this one over here is really good for, you know, the creaking of the knees. And he's like, you put this in the paste and you rub it on and this gets all oily and that's really nice.
Satora
And, yeah,
like
helps you
soaks
out.
in the knowledge.
He's like, oh, this one over here, this one's good for shit, you know, you grind it into a paste and you snort it up your nose
And she tell me
come
your
out
life
and they
story.
clog up a little bit and it's really nice.
At this point, I've summoned Chiipi, and he's kind of on my shoulder listening also.
he goes,
Oh, that looks really tasty.
I'm gonna like grab at Chiipi and make him dissolve into mist, and he's just gonna reappear on my
Wow.
shoulder. I'm gonna say, you
He's
can
like,
try, but we'll never catch
Still
you.
heavy on the mushrooms today.
Satora's gonna thank the Elder Goblin.
You're not gonna buy anything?
I'm gonna say, well, what do you have to offer? It seems like you just kind of have it on show.
he goes,
Well, over here we've got the paste for the knees, and you grind it into a paste.
he kind of starts going through the whole spiel again. I mean, he's got like basic herbal supplies. I mean, a lot of them like kind of get blurred through a
Yeah,
little bit.
I'm gonna take whatever he basically has showed me and taught me that will heal my party and me.
Yeah, you recognize some of the herbs from the Happy Troop, and you're like, you pick them out, and he goes,
Oh yeah, that was really good for, you know, like cuts and scraped, and you know, you don't want to get infected. The jungle rot's really bad in these parts, you know, can make your foot fall off. And
he kind of just like keeps going on
Yeah,
and on and
she's just
on.
nodding also.
How many packs would you like to how many packs would you like to buy?
Well, I'm just gonna
Beck
take
is
out.
dying.
I'm just gonna take out 6 silver. I'm just gonna put it. Give me whatever this can buy.
He goes,
oh, well, okay.
he goes through like he grabs a little like basket. He's like putting stuff in it, and he essentially puts out enough for you to make 2 more medicine pouches.
He's like, are you sure you don't want to buy my pamphlet? No, it's really hard painting the pictures.
I'm gonna say,
By the vampire.
dearest elder, and then she's gonna take out of her alchemist pouch the pure water, and she's gonna pour it in a little glass for him to thank him. And she's gonna say, I only have 2 gold pieces left. After that entire spiel.
He goes, oh, thank you. And just like drinks it immediately, and he's like,
Well, I guess I could give you a bit of a discount. Well, I think I'll part with this
My
for
offer
gold.
stands. I will trade you the book for the pamphlet.
he says,
Yeah, give me a gold for it.
Would you like the book?
Give me a 5 silver in the book.
I will give you.
it hurts my throat so bad.
I will give you.
We're gonna have
Please leave. Okay.
Honestly, yeah. I mean, I can't get any more knowledge from this book. I've already read it,
okay.
and I already have the knowledge.
Okay.
So, yeah, I'll give him the book
Yeah.
at 5 silver.
He's swapping. He goes,
Oh, I knew I could get you to come around. Okay.
and he takes it and he hands you the pamphlet, and,
Store's
and
gonna
you
pat
like
him
look
on
at,
the head and just be like, "Thank
you look at
you."
the pamphlet, and it's like the same exact fucking thing that you read in the book. Like, it's like
Perfect.
just bigger bigger
Smaller.
pictures.
Perfect. I can pass
Yeah,
it to the
like,
party so
also-
they can read it too. They don't have to read a book now.
Yeah, it just shows like the main 6 ingredients of like that you most commonly come across with like big detailed pictures. And he's like,
Oh,
It's the
come
fool's
again,
guide.
sure. I'll see you later. Bye.
Bye-bye.
like kind of like shoves you out and like closes the door, and you just hear him keep going on. He's like,
Well, I got the fucking sucker. All right, I got him. Right, I'm trying to go back in the forest and paint some pictures. And
he's like,
oh, fuck it, he left the
all the
goddamn
time.
shrooms.
Satora steps outside, just like right behind, in front of the door, and says, "He was nice," and then starts to walk back to the ship.
Oh God, thank you. Oh my
New-
God.
New favorite character.
Oh, that hurts my
I was making you
voice
work for it,
so bad.
Caleb.
Oh my God.
You
my
want to
voice
bring
is
this
hoarse
character
now.
in? I'm gonna make you play that character.
My name's Bungie. How you doing over there? Yeah.
We're gonna
Well,
turn the
Like 10
fan on.
bottles of alcohol. Have him tell me his life story.
Oh, I'm not gonna be able to talk tomorrow. God.
Caleb is now mute.
Well,
Rip, sorry,
Fucking
Caleb.
honey, man.
How's that for improv DM, motherfuckers?
That was great. No, that was excellent.
Clearly better than regular plan DMing.
All right. So is anyone else doing anything tonight?
Did you still want to go to the merchant guild store?
Oh fuck.
Or did you still want to go to
Okay.
the
Ohkee, what are you doing?
Oh
during
yeah, I
this
do
whole
want to go to the
process?
merchant grotto, but it's like twilight, I thought. So we can go the next day.
It's probably like, yeah. I mean, by the time Stora gets back, it's like it's like after dinner at this point. Like she's been gone for like 6 hours.
I just
like
bring the
everyone's
pamphlet
like,
to
where
everybody
the
and
fuck
say,
have you been?
read this
You're like,
if you want more
successful
medicine
shopping
pouches.
trip, right?
You want more medicine pouches, you gotta work for it. And I just gotta put it on the table right in front of them as they're eating.
And you know, Tico's like, all right, mate, what you got there? You got lots of pictures. I can't fucking read, so
I say,
this
well,
is great.
don't worry, just look at those pictures and collect them whenever you see them.
Well, I don't know when I'll be off this ship, but when I do, I'll be sure to look
I
out.
wasn't talking to you, I was talking to everybody else. I'm
All
gonna
right,
say, you're
I'm
not
gonna
going
leave now. And
anywhere.
he just turns and like walks away. Just like the conversation.
Just like, you were not my target.
He's an eager little boy, man. I don't know. He's an eager boy.
Wait, how old are the pirates each?
I mean, they're probably like in their
They're
early
like our
30s. Yeah,
Late
late
20s,
20s, early
like
30s.
Our age, 130, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, they're like stereotypical pirate age, you know, like
Can we have the stink voice? That's
They
Having
could-
like 31.
yeah, like
31-year-old lady.
they're like 25, but look like they're like late 30s because they've lived on the fucking ocean their entire lives.
Right. Sunburn has done its fucking.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, yeah. So you guys can sleep, and if you guys want to go to the Grotto Guild, we can do the Grotto Guild thing tonight as well as like the last thing, and then we'll call it for there. So I can.
What the fuck is the Grotto
The
Guild?
merchant grotto.
Merchant's Grotto Guild. That's where Weldon.
Is that what it's
Weldon
Yeah.
called?
Yep.
Yeah,
My
but
bad.
Weldon's not there. Weldon's up in Marta, so.
Weldon is in Marta, but Weldon is a part of the Merchant's Grotto Guild. He was the only person in Zeshi who worked for the guild who also doubled as the dockmaster because they're light on hands. But here, the dockmaster doesn't necessarily work for the guild, but is associated with it. There is another
we
office.
get a price for the repairs on the ship?
Yes. So by the time you guys get back, the price on the repairs, it'll to get full sails for the brigantine.
Yeah.
Like fully fitted, sized, and everything. It'll be 50 gold.
Okay.
To replace a new mast that's been burned is 175. And to repair the holes
Yeah,
is another
what'd you expect?
250.
We can like
Fuck
do
you
like
expect?
a working this off thing where he fixes it for it and then
Yeah,
we do
we
jobs
can
for
make a
him.
trade. We can definitely make a deal.
So yeah,
We'll
so
upgrade my
the
services.
dockmaster comes back. Whatever his name, Tabard. Yeah, he goes. All right, yes, I had a boy appraised your ship. It seems to be taking quite a beating. Has this ship been in a lot of cannon fire in the last couple of days?
Yes, it
Yep,
has.
yep,
That explains a lot of it. Yeah, so a bit of a pricey repair, unfortunately, but in order to get this back to tip-top shape, that's what it'll cost. We might be able to forego on the mast for a little bit. I can't guarantee that it'll hold up in another storm, though. Sails probably on the top of your list, because the sails you got are wee small, and they're dinky, and definitely will increase your speed if you fix those. The hull also, you might want to pump a little bit of gold into. Don't want to be finding yourself on the bottom of the ocean now.
So my question is would you accept services instead of gold? So like if you help prepare this, we will do jobs for you. Trade jobs of any kind.
Let me see here.
To work this off.
Or like,
He
problems
goes-
he's having. Like if he's having some issues and troubles in his life, we can like solve those problems for him.
He goes, you know what, now that you mention it, I did overhear the guild members talking about a few problems they had and some jobs. I would maybe recommend going and talking to them in their office and seeing what they had. I'm not sure if I remember correctly, but they might be where you want to start. I'm kind of busy enough as it is running stock. You see, there's a lot of ships coming and going, but they might be able to help you out. Apart from that, I'm sure there's a bunch of odd jobs around in town if you want to stay for a couple of days and see if you can come up with a coin. I check a few of the inns and see if they've got any work for you as well.
I mean,
Yeah,
okay,
not- yeah.
how long has it been up to this point? It's been how many days?
That you've
4 days, I
Since we
think.
made the agreement for 3 weeks.
This is your 4th day.
Yeah, so we have
time.
You've got a bit of
Yeah.
time.
it's like
We have, like, a
18
decent amount
17
of
days
time.
left.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
17
we
did
17
make
days
some-
left.
We could spend 3 or 4 days here doing jobs to raise money so we can fix our ship.
We have to do everything like speedy fucking Sonic fast though.
Yes. And with minimal casualties.
Yeah.
Yeah, so from here, let's see. Let me check the map real quick.
I'd say
Yeah, it's another 4 days sail to Marta from here. So make sure you guys keep that in mind that it'll take you.
So
4
that means we
days-
have
4 days more.
11 days basically to fuck around here.
Including random pirate and shark encounters.
That's
Yeah, well, so far those encounters haven't slowed you down. You've been able to deal with the encounters in the course of a day and
Speedy
kept on your course.
Yeah.
So if you guys want, so he kind of leaves you with that kind of estimate, that quote of how much it will cost to repair the ship, and he goes, all right, well, you've paid for a couple of days, so you guys are good. Just come to me whenever you're ready, and I'll sort the repairs. But in terms of working out the coin situation, I'd talk to the guild.
Tabe asked him specifically, this man, whether he personally has any problems that that we would be able to solve.
He goes, unfortunately, no, most of my problems I can solve from the day to day, because I just kind
So
of
you're
run the
living
ships.
the dream, buddy. You don't got any problems at all.
Well, I've got problems, but problems not worth 300 fucking gold.
Really?
Oh wait, hold on. So
Yeah.
wait, if we raise 300 gold, you'll fix everything for us.
300?
Well, I mean, how much was it?
Flat
No,
even.
it's more than
300. No.
it's more than
We're
that.
making the deal for 300, and him loving us and supporting us for our defense
Go
of
high
the
as 350.
coastline.
50, 350 gold, you fix everything for us.
That's
Hold on.
so high. 300, I say.
Imagine what the
He
what
goes,
the guild-
alright, well, your total tally so far is 475 gold to fix the whole ship.
I'm saying 350.
If we minus the cost of the mast, if you want to run the risk, we can knock off 175 off of that.
it's
No,
300 gold.
we're not running. the
That's
risk.
still 300 gold.
Hey,
Uh,
we have 11 days to fuck around here, so make it 10 days.
He goes, I'm sorry, I don't run the whole show. There's not much more I can give to you. I've given you a bit of a discount on the docking fees. I'm sorry, there's not much. I've kind of played as far as I can go. I don't.
What if we
Pay
bring
for
you
the,
back some fruits of our adventures? Maybe
Well,
a
I'll
golden
send it to you.
crown or two.
Well, I would say to you then, why don't you just go to the store and sell the crown, and then
We don't
bring me
have
the
it yet.
gold?
That's the point, dumbass. Excuse me. I'm so sorry. Excuse my language. I really just am eager to be on my way.
He goes, I understand that, but I mean, you're welcome to dock your ship here as long as you need, as long as you're paying 3 silver a day. If you need a little bit of time to come up with the money, you'll know where to find me. And he goes, oh, well, if there's nothing else left for you, I'll be on my way.
So what you're saying is we can leave our ship here, and you'd be willing to figure out how to repair it for us with the agreement of a payment in the future to be made.
Let me just tell you this. I don't run the coin. The guild does that. Those are the ones you want to talk to.
Oh, so you're fucking pulling my leg right now. Okay, let's
I
go
like
talk to the
Profugo's
guild.
idea. We
I
have
told you to
5.
talk to the guild. They're the ones with all the coin.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I hope you can find the money. Let me know if you'd like me to start on any of the repairs. We can always work with however much money or gold you give us. So if you want to give us a bit of a down deposit, we could start the repairs now. If not, you know where to find me. And he kind of makes his way back and starts beginning checking on all the other ships before the night's over.
Where would we go to sell alcohol?
You could probably ask around to find it. It's getting to be closer to nighttime now.
Okay,
But
would you
like to grab somebody on the docks?
Sure.
Okay, you find like a half-elf guy who's kind of helping to unload some boxes off of a smaller vessel, and you kind of tap on the shoulder and he goes, oh, yep, how can I help you?
Where would one go to sell alcoholic beverages?
You new in town?
Yes, brand new.
Okay. I'd recommend going to one of the inns. That would probably be the best place. That's where most of the drinking happens in town. There's
Which one?
two.
Which is the most which inn has the most money, like the most well off?
Well, depends on what kind of quality of alcohol you're serving. Because one serves a lower crowd, but sells a lot of cheap stuff, and one sells a bit of a higher crowd, but doesn't sell as much.
So between me and DM, do you know what kind of, when you say we have 500 pounds worth of alcohol, like, do we know what kind of alcohol we have?
Yeah, you have, the majority of it is probably in large casks of ale, because that's what mainly was stocked in the tavern. You probably have, 300 pounds of that is just like barrels of ale. And then the rest of it is like assorted bottles of liquors and spirits and mead and whatever else you were able to find.
300 of it goes to one inn and 200 of it goes to another inn. That'd be my plan.
I agree.
Sorry, Tabe, don't be sad. We'll get you more
Sorry,
alcohol.
I was not paying attention.
Selling all the alcohol, basically.
Tave's gonna act like this was her plan all along.
Good job.
Okay.
Yeah. So.
So he goes, well, if you're planning to sell cheap alcohol?
Oh.
This shit is not cheap, motherfucker. This is expensive.
We have
rare
both.
alcohol.
He goes,
All of it.
He goes, apologies.
Exotic.
You're not the one. I'm not the one that that needs to be convinced. Unfortunately, I'm just another merchant. But
I'm just letting you know.
Well, my apologies, milady. Not one to judge, but if you happen to be selling alcohol of a lower quality, then I would be headed towards the Rusty Bucket. And if you were selling alcohol of a higher quality, I would be headed towards the Four Winds.
Wow, nice
I'm just throwing those out.
Four Winds.
The Four Winds. That's the name of the vegan/vegetarian cafe at the New College of Florida. For those of you.
That fucking sucks. All right, well I'm gonna change the name then.
Please
No.
do.
Hey, man.
It's really.
You didn't know that.
Yeah, I wouldn't want you to relate to that. Honestly.
Okay. Okay. I can do this.
Dude, just call it the Five Winds.
The 5 wins. Yeah, there you go.
Dainty Swan.
Ooh, the
Dainty Swan. Perfect.
Dainty Swan is.
And Joe's already put the effort into that too.
Dainty Swan.
Dainty Swan.
So,
I like it.
Yeah, we call him what this.
He goes, yeah. So, if I was to be of the type of person to sell the lower quality goods, then I would be headed towards the Rusty Bucket. If I was to be of the persuasion of the merchant to sell of the expensive items, I'd head towards the Dainty Swan. I can't say one way or the other because I am not a judgmental type of person. Good day. And he backs away and just leaves.
Do you want to do that tonight or tomorrow?
We should probably wrap this up. If you guys want to do the Merchant's Grotto Guild, then we could do that real quick.
Okay.
And yeah.
We can do the Merchant Grotto. We can do the Grotto Guild next time.
Note down the Dainty Swan to go visit to sell our high
We could try to sell the booze now and then do the Grotto next time. The guild.
Yeah.
High quality.
Okay.
Unless you're not ready to buy booze.
No, I can buy booze. Just give me a second here.
Lay down. Go lay down. The entire town. Buy my alcohol. Oh man, you gotta sell it in mass quantities to one person who's got a lot of money.
I like that sound.
That's why we gotta go check out the Dainty Swan.
Start selling bottles on the street, whiskey, rum, vodka, gin. Oh, how serene.
There. 1 second. Working on something real quick, cause I'm prepared for all this.
Is there any fishing shop in the town? Anywhere that I can go improve my rods and buy better lures? Your lines?
Yeah, for sure. It's a pretty primarily fishing town. As well, anything along the coastline, you will be easily able to find stuff to buy and sell.
Next time I'll do it.
Okay. So, you guys head over to the Dainty Swan?
Yes. The Dainty Swan.
Okay, hold on 1 second. Okay. So, you guys show up at the Dainty Swan. You guys all see the map?
A nice ass looking inn.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Thank you, Joe.
Just
This is
make-
Joe,
just make
Joe's creation.
Good job, Joe.
Good, Joe.
Beautiful. Very,
So
very
you guys-
nice.
You guys enter in, and there's a large kind of raised stage with a piano, someone playing at it very elegantly. There's like you guys. This is kind of up away from the docks, kind of towards the center of the district, and there are like a number of these like kind of multi-level, large wooden, like elegantly carved in architecture homes, and this.
This motherfucker has a swan on it.
Being called the Dainty Swan.
Yeah.
The Dainty Swan.
Wasn't it gonna be called the Four Winds though?
Well, the Dainty Swan
Not
was the
anymore.
name of the inn before I even had to make an inn. This was just an inn that was
Oh
made.
my god.
Yeah, we're that good.
He had it
10
planned
out
all
of
along.
10. you
10
guys.
out of 10, Joe. Okay, so you guys walk down into the downstairs, and you see, there's beautiful music being played. People are like dressed, much more elegantly than most people you're accustomed to from Zeshi. Like this is your first sense of kind of any type of wealth of being in Nadorac. And you guys all walk in, and kind of the music stops a little bit, and everyone kind of glances over as you guys are like been at sea for like a number of days, and are dressed like a bunch of brigands, like with axes and swords, and rough and tumble attire,
Haven't
blood
showered
stains,
in a
haven't
while.
showered, and the piano's like like kind of makes that sound, and everyone kind of stops, and awkward glances go around, and then like a few like coughs, and
Don't mind us, guys.
then the music
Satora
kind of starts back up again,
bows
and
graciously and introduces herself as Satora Feywind, city guard to Sylvanaria, Queen Fatiana's adventurous servant. I don't know what
and then so you see another Eladrin approaching you, Satora.
Ooh.
Satora immediately perks up. This is the first Eladrin I think I've seen.
Have mimics
Yes.
snoring.
Okay, she introduces herself as her name is Alyssa. She goes,
Sounds like a bitch. Just kidding.
she goes, "Welcome, Satora. I am unfortunately am not familiar with where you hail from, but I always appreciate recognizing another kin. Welcome to the Dainty Swan.
Satora nods and says, I am from...
These are your friends?
Yes.
How is this, Satora?
So, okay, Eladrin are a little bit kind of like racist a little bit. They think
Oh
they're the
my
best.
God.
I know.
So, she looks and she says, yes, they are accompanying me on a quest from my queen.
Poe goes up behind her, puts her arm around his shoulder, goes, "We're best friends."
She goes,
Sort of like,
and will you all be staying here?
Satora
She's
says,
like kind of glancing at what everyone like is wearing.
Just say, okay.
She says, no, we come with business. And then she kind of like passes it
Oh.
off to Appo.
Says,
I see business.
Who's in charge of your distributing for refreshments and snacks?
I am the owner.
Cool. We have 300
Successful.
pounds.
I love it.
Nice. We have 300 pounds worth of fancy alcohol that we would like to sell you for.
500.
She goes, and are you alcohol merchants?
Yes.
Yes, we
Yeah.
are.
We worked with the
Make a
guild-
deception check. Whoever
Motherfucker.
Perception?
With advantage.
One person roll with advantage.
I'll do
What are
it. Because I said the lie.
Deception, because you guys are not alcohol merchants.
Profugo needs to do it.
Got that
Oh,
22. Get
perfect.
out of here.
There you go.
She goes, I see. Well,
Yeah.
you know, I have regular shipments. I'm not necessarily in dire need of
We got really
restocking at the
good
moment.
stuff. Make all your patrons super happy and would make more patrons want to come back here.
Well, I would love a sample.
I think I have some mead left, maybe? Yes, I do. I have a little bit of mead left. I'll
So you pull a
call
bottle
out some
out?
of the mead. Yeah, and then I'll say, Tave, can I have your flask?
And she goes, oh, this bottle has already been opened.
I mean,
It is a sample
It's
of
the-
our stores. It's a personal bottle.
I see. And she goes, well, please. And she asked you to accompany her to the bar because you guys have just been standing like in the doorway, like she hasn't even invited you in yet. She's like, oh yes, okay, your boots. The door. It's okay. I'll clean it later. Okay, come on this way.
So dirty.
So fucking
so
dirty.
dirty and
So
gross.
like blood-stained clothes, like been at sea for days. Like Tava, you've got like vomit on your shirt from when you were blackout drunk. Like she believes your alcohol
Like we
merchant.
have from killing the other pirates.
Well, you know, you're not really looking the part though. So she goes over to the bar and she grabs some glasses and she places two of them. She goes, please, I would love a
And I
taste.
pour some and I say, to new business adventures.
I
Well, toast, thank you.
and she
And-
like doesn't say anything and just kind of takes like the tiniest of sips, like,
Oh no, you gotta get a full mouthful to get
She
the full
goes-
taste of it in there.
what, is that blackberry?
Yeah, with a hint of raspberry in
And
there.
honey as well,
Hmm,
I think.
it's delicious.
Mead.
You say you have 300 pounds of this.
300 pounds.
Of not just
Make a
this.
deception check.
Deception?
You don't have 300 pounds of mead.
Yeah, no.
Oh.
This is the blackberry wine that you guys brought from Taldore. This is what you guys took from the wreckage of the Blue Kestrel. You guys essentially took Jimbo's shitty tavern ale, and you have that. That's what you have most of. You have
Oh, yeah, how
most
much-
shitty
we
tavern
have,
ale.
we have a few bottles of the mead though. It can fetch a nice price.
Maybe have like 6 to 12 bottles that you recovered
That can sell a
from
nice
the
price.
wreckage.
Alright, hold on.
Yeah, I mean they will sell. But you don't have 300 pounds of it. And she goes, You're sure you have 300 pounds of this?
With 300 pounds of alcohol, we have a bunch of the bottles of that though. I'd say about 15 bottles.
She goes,
of
I'll
that.
I'll buy this mead off of you. Anything else I wish to purchase, I wish to have a sample of first.
Want to come by our ship tomorrow and we can have a taste test?
No. If you wish to
Bring-
sell me products, please bring them to my establishment.
I will bring you
I kinda
300
like look
pounds
at Appo and
worth
I'm
of
saying, yeah,
alcohol.
what is wrong with you?
Get out of here.
Of course we'll bring them.
Well,
Don't use your racism right now.
I
Satora apologizes. She says, allow me to lighten the mood. And I ask her if she's allowed smoking inside.
She goes, we allow patrons to partake in whichever enjoyments they have. We just ask that, maybe keep
share
the smoking to a minimum.
Okay, so then she takes just a little bit of silverweed out of her pouch and she grinds it up and she puts it in the little kind of receptacle she has and lights it. And it produces
Okay.
a sweet smelling aroma.
Yeah, she goes, I haven't smelled that in a long time.
I say, we come in good graces.
We'll sell you the.
Where did you say you were from?
A land
I-
far
other
away
than-
called Tal'Darai.
It rhymes.
I've not heard of this land before.
I'm gonna say,
Interesting.
I'm gonna ask her if she has heard of any magical curses afflicting Eladrin.
She goes, I've not been home to the Feywilds in many, many years.
I like the language of it.
I am not sure of any types of curses that might afflict our people.
In our city,
I
a
built my
great
life here.
curse has fallen our people.
Yep.
They
Which city is
come
that?
to madness, Sylvanaria. It is in one of the shifting
not
isles of the Feywilds. You know, the ever-shifting
I'm not
lands.
familiar of. I'm aware that the lands are strange and magical and beautiful. I'm not familiar with your city. I hope that you will find any solutions or answers that you're looking for.
Yes, I seek
She goes-
the Arcanon Collective. Do you know anything about them?
She goes, the Mages Guild, is that right?
I believe so.
I do not partake in the arcane, unfortunately. I am but a simple tavern keeper. Although I do like to think my establishment is a bit more fair than others.
It is.
If you're looking for mentions of the arcane, I recommend either the I recommend the Wizard's Tower to the north in Marda.
Thank
That
you.
would be the next closest place.
I'm gonna say.
She goes,
Okay. Nice. Thank you.
with conversing with you has been refreshing. I will purchase all the mead that you have, provided that they are within sealed bottles.
Okay.
Any
How much
other
weight?
alcohol you wish to sell to me, I request that you bring me a tester first.
We will return tomorrow with several
Fine.
other tests.
I will purchase the bottles of mead at 2 gold a bottle.
I look over at
Three.
Appo and Profugo.
That's low as shit.
Are you looking at
Make
me
it-
to
make
do?
it-
She wants to buy the mead for only 2 gold each.
And I said 3. Make it 3.
Per bottle?
Yeah.
Yeah. Bottle. How many bottles do we have?
You have 12 bottles.
Okay, so if we
Judah
do 3,
is
that's
going
30.
to Profugo is going to look at the merchant and ask her. I will sell it to her for what's a good price? I don't know, 5 gold a bottle, 10.
Say five.
It is from a it's from a
To put this
distant
in
land.
perspective, like 5 gold for a single bottle of mead, like, is a fuck ton of money. Like, that's just like
That's what's
most
free.
fishermen's wages in a year are less than 5 gold.
Oh boy.
Like, you're asking for like multiple years of wages of a fisherman for one single bottle. So you're asking a lot. You're asking
It's
like
going
a
to say,
bottle of
but
liquor.
this is the best mead you'll ever have tasted. It
Make
is
a
definitely
persuasion.
worth the
Make
5
a
gold.
persuasion check with disadvantage.
This-
And she gives a look over of what you guys are all wearing,
Oh,
Wait,
no.
what?
because you guys are not really looking like you're not really looking the best.
Just click now. Oh, fuck. Does anybody know how to go into settings and re-enable the pulling of the mouse dice roll?
No, I don't know what that is.
No. Did it accidentally roll on you?
You disabled it, yeah. So if I just click the hotkey, it just auto rolls,
Oh,
I guess. But
I don't know.
It's my
I mean, wait. So
settings.
which one's is the 22 you roll?
roll both of those were persuasion. Except for
It's 20
disadvantage, I got him.
Yeah, it's an 8. Right?
Okay.
Yep, that's an 8. So she looks at you and she goes, I'm sorry, but I just don't think it's worth that.
Do it
I'll
for
buy
3.
it. Make a persuasion check with disadvantage.
Persuasion. Wait, do I have that? Hold on. That is cool. Same thing. 19.
Wow.
She goes, fine, 3, and you'll leave and get out of my store now.
Done. 3 gold bottles. That's 36 gold total.
And she kind of like ushers all of you out, and then right before you leave, Satora, she turns to Satora and she goes, it was nice talking to you. If you would like, come back again for a drink.
I asked her on a date.
Thank you, sister.
You ask her out on a date?
Uh,
What do you say to her?
it's like, hey, you're kind of cute.
I
I
kind
like
of
your
like.
braids.
I give her
I
like
like you. I
like the
how you-
eyebrows up, like he's nice. He's a nice guy.
Give me a persuasion check with disadvantage.
Again.
What do you mean? I vouched for him. I'm the wingman. You said I'm a bag wingman? Rude.
No, but he was like, he was trying to upsell his own shit like a second ago. He's like,
Fair.
yeah,
Okay, yeah.
hey, hey, lady, buy my shit for 5 gold each. No, all right, well, you want to go on a date? Like, how would that fucking go over? Like,
Classic
that would be
American
fucking terrible.
male move, dude. Classic.
like,
They love it.
What a
They eat
shitty
it
thing
up.
to do.
Profugo's being big Chad right now. Did it work?
So she looks over at him. She looks over at Satora, looks back at him, she goes, "Good night." And
That didn't work.
She's gonna give him a nod. She's gonna be like,
Nope.
You tried, my friend.
Alright,
We
made
are
30
picky.
yeah, like Eladrin's are pretty racist. Like everyone knows
Yeah.
that.
They think they're better than the normal elves that rove the lands. They're like, you guys are fucking like country bumpkin. Like, fuck you guys.
You throw a rock.
And
Ooh.
just like in the sky, just like at nothing.
Okay, because it was coming through a window in a second.
Oh no!
Usually you're like, "Argh!"
Yeah, just like throwing it like a rock.
Yeah. So you guys head back to your ship, I believe, tonight. You guys are staying in the ship. Okay.
Hell yeah, my
So,
brand new.
Any
ass
money we
pirate
make in the
ship.
next like 4 days is going straight to the ship, not to any of us. The
Yep.
ship fund.
There is something that
Yeah.
Satora
Okay.
wants to begin doing on the ship, though. She wants
Okay.
to try to start cultivating a little, like, row of plants around, I would probably say the center mass, the most out-of-the-way area, basically.
Okay. So in order to do that, you probably have to purchase some
soil
wood
and
to
soil.
make like the
Animal
raised
soil
beds.
bed.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
you have to probably purchase some like good farmable soil, which just has to be brought in from outside the city. So I'd
It's
say,
a wood town.
yeah, I mean like the wood.
They got
There's a lot of wood here.
Yeah, it
so
seems
probably
pretty cheap.
materials for building what's like a box around the mast would probably run you 4 silver for
yeah.
How
wood
much did you say
and
that scale
soil.
mill was worth
Fuck
again?
yeah.
The scale mill?
In gold pieces?
Let me check.
Yeah, so I want to start trying to cultivate those crops there, and they're gonna primarily, well, I have to get the soil and stuff set up first, but I'll let you know what they're gonna be later on. You can guarantee some sort of citrus if I can find some citrus fruit in this town. No scurvy for my crew.
Oh, scary.
Gotcha.
Not on my watch.
Yeah, so the scale mail is rated brand new at 50 gold.
Ooh,
50 gold?
damn.
That's what it says on Roll20.
I'm gonna take note of that and remember my sloth friend that I have to visit tomorrow.
Okay. Ooh, holy shit. Plate mail is 1,500 gold. Holy shit.
What?
100?
That's a lot of money.
God.
Ouch.
I mean, that shit's hard to make, man.
Yeah, hard to make. Okay. Yeah, so I think that's probably a good place to call it for tonight. You guys all head back to the boat. You guys have made some introductions into Port Justino. You guys plan to go to the Merchants Guild tomorrow. Kind of trying to do some odd jobs to get your ships fixed. And then kind of work your way from there. Good session, y'all. That was a lot of fun.
Hell yeah. That
Yeah.
was awesome. That was fun.
I have a lot of writing to do now because I have a whole list of shit on my other screen. Well, I have like the whole like overview of the town and the quests, but
Now you
I hadn't
gotta work
fleshed out any of the
You
shops yet.
expected us
but-
to go get that damn treasure at the fucking sunken ship, didn't you?
We did.
Oh, the
Oh,
Amberjack? Oh
the
no, not
Amberjack.
necessarily. No, the Amberjack was probably going to be pretty hard to get.
We'll die.
It's like at least like 5 days of travel there. Not to mention the farther we go
Yeah,
out, the harder.
I was anticipating you guys going to the farmstead, but you know that's fine.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but no, this is cool. I mean,
So was I actually.
I kind of like Port Justino, so it'll be fun, and I've made some fun new characters. So
Hell yeah.
That
fucking
goblin. I'm
Bungie.
And she's my new favorite character. Love him.
Dude, I'm gonna try to get in there. I'm gonna go into the jungle with him.
Right there. Oh, you got some mushrooms.
Rub it in your joints and it makes you feel better.
Oh, you get the paste in your bread and you put it on the joints and it makes you feel real nice.
He's fucking
Oh, man.
Whitey from 8 Crazy
And
Nights.
he's like spit comes out and like his beard's like
Well, hey, hello.
friends, like
Satora
whiskey
thinks
beer.
it's endearing. It's super endearing.
Yeah. I mean, he's a little shitty goblin too, so he tried to get as much money out of you as possible.
It's fine. Satora has like literally no concept of money, so she just
It's
kind of like
yeah.
hands it out.
They're like, well, fine.
You know, that sounds
Cool.
good to me. I got it. Here you go. Take it.
All right, good shit, y'all. Well, we
Awesome.
will reconvene next Tuesday with a full party and
Hopefully.
some new adventures to be had in Jostino.
If I'm in
so.
town, I'll play. I might have to go out of town for a quick trip, but I'll
Okay.
let you know.
Sounds good.
Alright.
All right, guys.
See
Good
everybody.
night, guys.
Peace. Good night.
Have a good night.
Good night.
All right. Bye.